Good morning, everybody. Football is already underway, but we're with you for the next 3 hours to help you set those lineups, and we'll keep you updated on the London game. Don't worry, it's fine. I guess at least there have been some points on the board, but I don't think it'll be the game of the day or anything like that. So stick with us here, and we'll talk football all the way up until the early slate starts. We're going to start out as we always do with the injury updates and tell you that it's a long list. If you were with us yesterday, you already know there was a lot of guys who were questionable, and some of those have been resolved for better or for worse. So we'll get to those first, and then we'll get to your questions. If you do know how this works, we'll get to as many questions as possible. That super chat feature means you get to skip ahead. It's like your fast pass. We definitely will answer all the super chats. If you just do a regular chat, doesn't mean we're ignoring it. Just means that we're going to have to do them in order that we get them, and we'll just do as much as time allows for. So we will answer some of your regular chats as well. But let's start out with the list. All right. Out. Cooper Kupp.
Yep.
I can't say I'm too surprised. He's missed a few weeks. Does this at least make it seem like next week, since he was in play for this week, do you feel like next week, okay, this is it? Now he's got to play next week.
I mean, at this point, who knows? But you got to think he's got to play next week, right? It felt like it was 50-50 this week, so you got to feel good next week. So, yeah, another week without Cooper Kupp.
Well, I think this just, for me, solidifies the fact that Rams-Raiders is a game I want no part of, basically. I don't think Stafford is really streamable as is. I don't. Unless even the defense is like, they're going against bad offenses, but the defenses themselves are bad. Let's just, I don't know. Rams Raiders is what you're getting. Jonathan Taylor still out. We talked about that yesterday. It didn't seem like he was ever really close to being in, so we're gonna have Trey Sermon again this week. But let's skip over to the rest of the Colts. In is everybody else. Anthony Richardson is now officially back. Michael Pittman and Josh Downs, who just are probably going to be on the injury report every single week of the entire season, but still play. That's just how they're going to go with it. This is how Shane Steichen wants it. But Pittman and Downs are both playing. So pretty good matchup against the Dolphins defense, and no Jonathan Taylor. And then on the other end, let's talk about the Browns. Jerome Ford is out, but Nick Chubb is in. We spent a lot of time discussing this yesterday. So quick recap for those who weren't here on the Saturday stream. You got Nick Chubb. You are
benching him. Think he'll be very limited today in terms of his snaps. So I think if you're starting Nick Chubb, you're just hoping they get to the 1 yard line and they give him the ball and he scores. That's basically what I think you're hoping for today.
Yeah, which, look, of course, it's always possible for any player to get a touchdown. I think the long shot part of that is the Browns getting to the 1 yard line. That seems very unlikely these days.
That's true. That is true.
So again, you have Nick Chubb, you're excited, happy, look happy for him, but you don't have to start him. You really don't. Speaking of that Raiders game, Jacoby Myers is doubtful still, but out now. He's not going to play. And Devontae Adams still not playing. Remember how Trey Tucker seemed really great last week? Yeah, he was not. He was a trap. So just going to keep that in mind. Just throwing that out there, a little public service announcement there. Juwan Jennings is out as well. Dallas Goedert for the Eagles is out. Tyjae Spears and Treylon Burks are not playing for the Titans. Guess who is playing for the Titans?
Mason Rudolph.
Now, Will Levis is not hurt, at least not physically. Then there's talk, which, this only makes sense if the Titans win somehow, and they're playing the Bills today. If Mason Rudolph either looks really good or leads the team to a win, maybe this is Mason Rudolph's team. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. I don't think there's any question if the Titans win today, we don't see Will Levis again this season outside of a Mason Rudolph injury. I mean, Will Levis, why do we even need to see Will Levis the rest of the season? We've not seen enough from this guy. This guy's terrible. Him and Deshaun Watson battling for worst starting QB in the NFL. No question about it.
No question there. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think we're gonna have to wait and see, especially again at Buffalo. I don't think I'm gonna fire up my Titans receivers necessarily in my lineup if I have them, but just be aware there's a quarterback switch there. And then a couple of players we're looking forward to seeing them come back, but no Jonathan Brooks yet, and no TJ Hawkinson. I know everyone's all excited about Hawk coming back. Not this week. Sounds like next week. We only have one questionable so far that we don't know about, and you don't really need to worry about it yet because it's Zamir White. I mean, even if you have Zamir White still for some reason, I mean, no, just don't. All right, here's the good news. These guys are in. They're good to go. Thankfully, Brian Robinson is a go. Great spot for him. Brian Robinson can be in your lineup. Deontay Johnson on the other side is in. He's another guy who's forever on the injured list and still manages to play. So you're good with Deontay. Aaron Jones, this is one that we were not sure about. Looks like he's good to go. Did they say there's anything about limitations, or they're going to test it, or is he just good?
Well, I don't know if I feel like he's just good, but they said he's likely to play. So, yeah, I still feel like he's risky. It's a tough matchup. He's banged up. Like, I'm not saying you have to outright sit Aaron Jones, but I'm not saying he's my favorite start either.
See the wording there, likely to play, which doesn't mean it's a slam dunk.
Well, I mean, he's playing, but it's not one of these, like, it's not like Deontay Johnson where he's on the injury report, but we know he's playing and he's good to go. It's not like one of those type of things, I guess what I'm saying.
There's some risk, and also Detroit Lions run defense brings some risk as well. Aaron Jones, kind of a tricky one. We'll see what happens here. Juju Smith-Schuster is in, so if you were worried about him, and I'm sure we'll get a lot of Juju questions this week. Malik Neighbors, thankfully, is back. He's good to go. Marvin Harrison, also good to go. Cleared concussion protocol pretty quickly. Jordan Mason is in. He's not even listed with any injury designation. James Cook as well. Jaden Reed and Christian Watson. Christian Watson is not injured. Keep that in mind, not injured yet. Tyler Lockett is good. Trey Sermon is not only cleared, but he's starting. Devon Achane, I know people worried about him coming off the bye. He is cleared from concussion protocol as well. He's good to go. Interesting one here is Devin Singletary. He's back, but he's not necessarily the lead guy again because Tyrone Tracy has looked really good. We're going to get a lot of questions here. Quick recap of what we talked about yesterday. If you got Singletary, is he startable?
I mean, I think they're both startable in a pinch, but again, I would just prefer to avoid either one this week and see how this shakes out, because I really don't want to fall for the trap where either way, right? I'm like, oh, they said Tracy's the guy, and then I put Tracy in and Singletary gets 60% of the touches. Or, the other way where you feel like, nah, Singletary's going to be the guy, but then they're not lying and Tracy gets 60% of the touches. Like, I'd rather just avoid if possible.
I agree. Tyrone Tracy, I know tempting to roll him out there, but you have to remember Singletary was out. He had the backfield to himself, and Malik Neighbors had been out. That's a big difference here. But Singletary is in for what that's worth. Very good news we got yesterday. Mike Evans is going to be good to go. That's a big one because it's a great matchup, and you definitely want to start Evans. Devontae Adams is going to make his Jets debut, and Amari Cooper is going to make his Bills debut, and these are the tricky ones. Generally speaking, we feel Devontae a stronger option than Amari, and in fact, Amari, I think you said more just like a desperation flex, like if you really got nobody better.
Exactly. Like, Adams, it's Aaron Rodgers, it's annoying, but you know how this is going to go. He's going to force feed his BFF, or at least as much as he can, right? As much as he can.
Yeah. Have the feeling that the offensive coordinator is going to call plays for himself where he gets to throw the ball. I'm just kidding. He has no say whatsoever in anything having to do with the team, right? Nothing. Things just happen. He's like, oh, I didn't know that was coming.
Right.
Russell Wilson is in as the starter for Pittsburgh. If you didn't know, which is, I kind of tried to sound the alarm with Justin Fields. Now he's benched. I know he did run in some touchdowns again, which just happened, and there he goes to the bench. And let's end on a good note. These guys are all in, so that's good. But Ricky Pearsall is back and playing. Good for him. Remember recovering from a gunshot wound in a robbery attempt, and he's back practicing. And just like that, he's activated. Remember, Juwan Jennings is not playing, so it's possible we actually see Ricky Pearsall make his first NFL catch. But again, we're not telling you should start him or anything. But I am telling you what you should do if for some reason you haven't yet tried underdog is take the free pick of Aaron Rodgers. He has no idea what's going to happen today, but he does know he'll get at least 1 yard. 0.5 total yards, take the higher on that. So go and get your underdog account activated if you haven't already. New customers get this free pick, but you have to use code ENDGAME because then you get this free pick plus your deposit match first time up to $1,000 of bonus cash in your account just for signing up and making that account. And you also get all sorts of freebies. It is still Boostober. Boostober meaning every single day of this month, you get some sort of a profit boost token. And most days, to me, it's been 31%. I'm taking that every chance I get. I did another one yesterday as if I don't have enough underdog pick'ems already, but I'm going to keep doing them because we talk about every single player. So I feel like I know everything that's going to happen in week 7, even though I don't. But I'm going to take advantage while I can, get those profit boost tokens, and you should do it too. Just make sure you use code ENDGAME when you sign up because that's a big help to you. And not coincidentally, it helps us as well. Also, one more thing I got to tell you about is DraftLane, the app. We answer your questions off the air on DraftLane. You can do it through the app if you don't want to do it here. Or if you have more questions, even after our stream is over, you can do this anytime throughout the week. Get you in touch directly with us. Start sit, waiver wire, trade questions, or more. Rate our team, general questions, whatever. Free download from the App Store or the Google Play Store. So go ahead and get DraftLane now if you haven't yet. All right, we're going to get to your questions as we always do. Do understand that London game is going on, so you might have one eye on the TV, one eye on here, or maybe just listening to us as you're watching the Jaguars somehow look even worse than they have all season against the New England Patriots and not score a single point. Is Jacksonville officially the worst team in the NFL now?
I wouldn't go that far yet. I mean, let's not forget we just saw the Saints on Thursday night. That was terrible. That was terrible football. Terrible.
This is true. Even though the Saints have 2 wins, those were the first 2 games of the season. So
it's crazy to think like how good the Saints looked the first 2 weeks. I mean, I get that they have Spencer Rattler, but still, I mean, the defense, what has happened to this defense? It's terrible.
Yeah, they started losing before Derek Carr got hurt. Right? They lost, 2 games before Derek Carr got hurt. So, yeah, I mean, I know they've had a lot of injuries, but still, that's it. They're taking it to another level. So, yeah, I guess right now the Saints look like the worst team. Jacksonville is probably next, and then Cleveland, man. You got to wonder. I feel like Stefanski will have a little bit of grace because he's had to deal with Deshaun Watson, and that wasn't on him, right? Doug Peterson, this is his team, right? He's molded it in the way he was able to, and it's not working. It's not working. All right, let's get to your questions. Brandon Sky, first up here. Need to flex. Too late on BTJ. We're saying no to Nick Chubb. Aaron Jones is playing, Marvin Harrison's playing, or Jameson Williams.
Yeah, hopefully he didn't play Brian Thomas. I mean, I know there's still time, but man, not looking good right now. I assume since you're asking the question, you didn't play Brian Thomas yet.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like the answer should be Marvin Harrison. Like, that's what I should say. But part of me wants to just gamble on Jameson Williams this week.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Because that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to go with Jameson. I know. Harrison is tricky. I mean, it's honestly, it's one of those where I know if you have Harrison, it maybe it doesn't make sense, but it's like I would rather have him just not play so I don't have to think about him. You know what I mean? So like, give me a chance to go with somebody else who could do something because I don't feel great about Harrison this week, even though he's playing. It's the Chargers. This is a tough matchup. And Kyler's been off.
Yeah, Harrison's becoming one of those frustrating players where you feel like he's right. He's like becoming like Brandon Ayuk. Like you see him on your team and you feel like, well, it's Marvin Harrison. I got to start Marvin Harrison. But then at the same time, you're like, but I don't really want to start Marvin Harrison.
Exactly.
Becoming one of those players.
You feel obligated to start him. I think this week I can just say I'll go Jameson because I feel good about him. So there you go. Trent Thompson, Algier, or Christian Watson?
Does it say, assuming it's any kind of PPR, I'll go Christian Watson here. I might even go Christian Watson in non-PPR, although it's closer. Christian Watson, I think, has just as much a chance to score a touchdown as Tyler Algier does. So I'd probably just go Christian Watson in all formats, honestly.
Yeah, I would too. It's not a bad matchup for Algier. Again, we don't want to get carried away from last week's output because it was, the end of a game against a weak opponent. And, he kind of got fed in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Algier is fine if you need an RB2 because let's say you're like, oh, DeAndre Swift's on bye. I don't have a better running back. Okay, but you're looking at a flex here. You got Christian Watson. Go with Christian Watson. Let's do Gavin Ward. Appreciate you, Gavin. With JT out, well, I think this decision has been made for you because Bigsby and Ramondre are already in. I know he put this last night, but we started the stream after the game. So,
yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't know if you started Bigsby or Ramondre, but if you didn't, you're going with Chase Brown.
Just fine. Neither of those running backs so far are doing anything. Henry Wynn. Cup is out. So we're going with Bucky, Marvin. Oh, look, both in the same question. Marvin, Ayuk, Mason, or Bucky?
I think here I do just go Marvin Harrison Jr. It's not like Ayuk has a good matchup against Trent McDuffie and the Chiefs. Jordan Mason banged up. Bucky, who knows what that backfield is going to be like. Just give me Marvin Harrison Jr. here.
Yeah, even though it did not say which format this is, let's assume it's some sort of PPR or half PPR. I'm just going to say it's got to be one of those receivers. Yeah, they both have negative matchups. So I guess we'll go with Marvin.
All right, Jags first and goal at the 7. Tank Bigsby just had a nice run, so
there you go.
Maybe we can get a Tank Bigsby touchdown here.
I hope so. I was pretty big. I was feeling good about Tank. I talked about him as a waiver wire pickup. Talked about him as a strong replacement for running backs that you may have that you're disappointed with. Let's go with oh, this is an interesting one. D underdog. Underdog. We like underdogs. Who's the better option, Richardson or Darnold?
I mean, Darnold is your safer bet here. Right. Richardson is your high upside, risky start. So if it's me, I'm probably just going Darnold because I feel good enough about Darnold this week that, yeah, Richardson may outscore him, but I feel like I don't need to take the risk because I feel like Darnold has enough upside this week. So I'm going to go Darnold here.
Yeah, I like Darnold enough that I'm not going to worry about it with AR. I'm not worried that he'll get benched necessarily because Flacco has been good, and I don't think they would do that. But it just feels like he's always got injury risk, huh? I mean, it's one of those players you never can really feel that great. I'm gonna say Darnold too, and just don't worry about it because I like Darnold. I talked about Darnold in the waiver wire video, my favorite streaming quarterback this week, so why not? 4-point passing touchdown. Yeah, that's what makes it close. Which, by the way, just because I'm seeing somebody ask this, I don't think we mentioned Kenneth Walker was questionable with an illness yesterday. Do we have any word on Kenneth Walker?
Brian Thomas touchdown. All right, that's good because we did tell many people to start Brian Thomas, so at least Brian Thomas can have his London touchdown. Kenneth Walker. Don't they play this afternoon?
Let's see. No, I don't. Let me see. The Seattle Atlanta game, which, yes, when people are saying it's not a coincidence, he's in Atlanta. No, it's one of the early games.
All right. Well, we'll know. We'll know by. I don't see an update, but we'll know by in about an hour here when the actives and inactives come in. So if you got Kenneth Walker, sit tight. I will definitely let you know as soon as we know.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything from any reliable sources online here yet. Just know he was questionable. We'll see. I'm sure he took some of that. What's that stuff you take for hangovers? I don't know.
I don't know. Probably does. They just these days when people just get like IV drips and it like hangover gone.
Yeah, there's stuff you can get stuff at the gas station now. I mean, I've been told. I don't know. Cody Greenwood, would you trade Deontay Johnson for one of these guys? Why do you want to trade Deontay Johnson though?
I mean, maybe for T. Higgins, maybe for Devonta Smith, maybe for Jaden Reed, but why? That's my question. It's just why.
Yeah, he's not like we would consider a sell high. I don't know. Are any of those guys an upgrade over him? I don't think so. They're comparable.
That's the thing. Yeah,
it's like comparable.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't like if you said like, should I trade Deontay Johnson for CeeDee Lamb? Should I trade Deontay Johnson for Tyreek Hill? Like some stud wide receivers that are kind of buy lows right now, I'd be like, yes, but this just feels like. I mean, look, if you prefer T. Higgins or Devonta Smith or Jaden Reed, I guess go for it. I don't know if I would trade him for Deebo Samuel or DJ Moore because I don't want to deal with the up and down headaches of Deebo and DJ Moore, right? Like I don't want to deal with that. So sure.
You don't need to. And also, there's a similar question: Kelsey for Brock Bowers.
Well, here I would definitely take Brock Bowers. I don't think we could put any tight end over Brock Bowers right now. The guy is getting such an insane target share, and he's going to get an insane target share because I don't think they're going to trade back Devontae Adams. Like I don't think they're going to take back that trade. So, like he's going to get a ridiculous target share all year long. I'll take Brock Bowers here.
Yeah, I think you can do that one. I'll just say in general, because Cody, I feel later on, I saw a question which he's asking again about trading Mahomes because he, I don't know, really wants to get rid of Mahomes. What we want to start doing, Cody, is trying to buy low. I'm not saying you want to take advantage of your league mates necessarily, but I know, yes, you want to be fair and you want to give up a good player to get a good player, but try to buy low on players. Try to take advantage of guys who have lower value. So you're not quite doing that. These feel mostly comparable. So try to buy low on a player. I mean, if you can do this, sure, that's fine. But yeah, we'll talk about that later. All right, Mark Bone in a super flex league got Hurts and Dalton, AJB, BTJ, very nice. Sutton, not so nice. Bigsby, Mason, McBride, Flexes, Flowers. Jason Walker, third. You have 3 flexes? Is that what it is?
Wow, it's a deep super flex league.
All right. Do I trust Walker? Any pivots?
Yeah, I would trust Walker. I will say if he does get ruled out, I would pivot to Jordan Whittington. Whittington had a pretty nice game before the bye. And with Kupp and Puka out again, he should get the target. So if Walker plays, I'm playing him. But if for some reason Walker is out, then you can pivot and put Whittington in.
Yeah, he becomes interesting now with Kupp completely out and the Raiders defense. I'm going to assume Walker will play because it's not an actual injury. He should probably recover and be fine. Andrew Gill, happy Sunday. All right, 3 questions. Juju or Bigsby, too late. Who would you have gone with?
Yeah, I don't know who you went with.
I would have gone with Bigsby. Lover
Yes.
May.
I would have gone with Love anyways. Although May's having a nice game. I don't know who you went with, but okay.
All right, then Lover Darnold. Can you answer that one?
Yeah, I do like Darnold this week, but I'm not starting him over May. May should be fine. I mean, sorry, Love. I'm not starting him over Love. Love should be fine. I'm going with Love.
Right, it's pretty close actually. I wouldn't mind going Darnold, but I would probably go Love if it was my team. Yeah, I know, guys. These early games are really annoying. We get on 3 hours before the kickoff of the early slate, and this game starts even before then. I mean, I was surprised. We get on, it was like the first quarter was already over almost. What about Wolfman? Start 4. Speaking of London, we got London, Tyreek, Amon-Ra, Deontay, Marv, and Amari.
Well, you got to start Amon-Ra. You got to start London. I think you got to start Deontay this week. That's 3. And again, I feel like the 4th should probably be Marvin Harrison here.
But is it Marvin Harrison?
I mean, it is because, like, really, do I feel much better about Tyreek Hill or Amari Cooper? No. I'll just go Marvin Harrison with the 4th.
Yeah, you somehow have 6 really good receivers, but Amari can sit this week for sure. He's the guy to scratch out, and Tyreek has the lowest ceiling. He does. So those would be the guys that sit. Rodney Woods. Good morning. Full PPR. Goff or Herbert?
I got to go Goff here. I'm probably never going to say yes to Justin Herbert unless maybe they play the Colts or the Jaguars. I mean, what are we really getting from Justin Herbert this year? Like, I mean, he finally topped 200 yards for the first time all year last game. Think about that. Yeah, give me Goff.
That's why we always, and look, you can go back and check all draft season, all preseason, we were saying not drafting Goff in a 1 QB league. I mean, Herbert. Not drafting Herbert in a 1 QB league because of this. It's not him. It's the offense. Coaching matters. Herbert went from one of the guys with the highest pass attempts per season to now one of the lowest. And it's not because anything's wrong with him. It's just because that's how Jim Harbaugh rolls. And then, yes, the Browns are bad. Njoku or Freiermuth?
This one's a toss-up. I guess just go with Njoku if that's what you're feeling. I don't feel strongly about either of these guys.
Right. It'll be interesting to see if either of these guys do get a bump. You know, Njoku because Cooper's gone, Freiermuth because of Russell Wilson. I don't see that. It's not like Russell Wilson loves, targeting the tight end. Historically, he doesn't. I would just say Njoku as well. Maybe they actually do score. And then Trey Tucker, no, I'm not falling for it. Not falling for it.
No. You know what's going to happen, though, this week? He's going to have like 2 touchdowns or something. But after last week, nah, can't do it.
Can't do it. No. Jason Priddle needs help at 2 and 4. Yeah, Kamara did not help. All right, got Walker, B-Rob, Pollard, Sharp, DK, Reed, Wilson, Dell. Feeling it, Dell.
What's this team 2 and 4?
Yeah, I know.
Been getting pretty unlucky. Yeah, I like Dell. So you're saying you need 1 running back, 2 wide receivers, and a flex. I think you got to go Walker if he plays. If he doesn't play, I go Brian Robinson. I think you got to go DK and Reed this week. I mean, I like Dell in the flex, but man, if Walker plays, I think I'd want to flex Brian Robinson against the Panthers.
Yeah,
I feel like he could boom as well and has a way higher floor than Dell.
Yeah, I almost want to put just Brian Robinson as my running back. I don't think I would put a guy like Dell over Walker. If you're feeling him, you could, but yeah, you have to go DK and Reed, Walker and B-Rod. All right. And then he says same league gave JMO and Bucky for Olave and Benson. That's good.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I'm okay with that. Should be good long term. You might not like it next week if Spencer Rattler still starts, but I think long term you'll be happy with it.
I might have said it's too much if Bucky was taking over the backfield and now it's
right. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah. If Bucky is clearly the guy today, then it might be too much. But if it's really a 3-man committee, then this is good.
Right. Another member, other John, in non-PPR, Brown or Najee?
I think I'm just going to go Chase. I assume it's Chase Brown. I'm just going to go Chase Brown. I'm not really feeling Najee this week at all.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go Chase Brown.
That's what I would do. Go Chase Brown. Can't feel great about the Steelers offense, even with Russ. Let's help Damien here. He says Kelsey, or would you go with Njoku?
I don't really have a good reason to bench Kelsey anymore. Like the beginning of the season, I was like, I don't have a good reason to start Kelsey, but now I'm like, I don't have a good reason to bench Kelsey. He's competing with nobody. He's competing with nobody basically. So no, give me Kelsey.
He's moved back into the must start. Just kind of out of luck.
So Brian Thomas just had a 60-yard catch, so thank goodness we told people to start him.
Well, that's good. And it looks like the Drake May. Well, okay. Look, it's still early, but
it's
after
still
the
early.
First drive, like he's going to go for 400 yards. Well, maybe not.
Look, Jags actually threatening to score again. They might take the lead here.
That would be interesting. John M is in need of a boom. 2 receivers, 1 flex. Garrett Wilson, Dell Ayuk, Hunt, Bucky, Pickens, Leggett. Am I wild to think Hunt could deliver a good game over Ayuk at the flex?
Honestly, you're not wild. You're not wild at all. Look, I don't think Hunt has like crazy upside. Hunt could get you like 80 yards and a touchdown. But that might be more than Ayuk. But could I really start? Okay, let's see here. Need 2 wide receivers and a flex.
I mean, he's saying he needs potential boom. Is this a case where you go with a guy like Dell over Ayuk?
I go with Dell over Ayuk, whether I need a boom or I don't even care. Just give me Dell over Ayuk at this point.
All right, no question. So Wilson and Dell.
But if it's my team, I'm going the first 3 wide receivers. Like I get wanting to play Hunt, but I don't think Hunt can. Like, what's Hunt's boom? Like 2 touchdowns, right? If he somehow scores 2 touchdowns, that's it. That's his boom. He's got to score twice. And is that what you really want to bet on? Like, how often does a guy score twice over the course of a season? Like, maybe he does it, but do you really want to bet on that? I'm just going the first 3 wide receivers.
Right. If you're needing that upside in a PPR league, it's not going to be Bucky this week because of the whole committee. It's not going to be Leggett because number 2.
All right, yeah. Bigsby just got tackled at the 1. Come on, let's get this guy a touchdown now.
I really want Tank to score. I was big on Tank this week. He's running well. Look, 5.5 yards per carry already. That's what I'm saying, man. Even if Etienne comes back and is healthy, like, why would they play Etienne over Tank when he's been so much better? Anyways, yeah, let's just go with those first 3. Look, John, if you're really feeling Hunt, you can put him over Ayuk. I mean,
it is. Tank Bigsby. Let's go.
Nice. All right. Hope everyone fired up.
Bigsby paying off. Brian Thomas Jr. paying off.
There we go.
Now we just need Pop to do something in this game.
Well,
for some reason, I guess the Jaguars are just terrible against tight ends because Hunter Henry somehow the leading receiver today for the Patriots.
The Jaguars are terrible against everything. Everything. Derek Gonzalez, Singletary, Harrison, Juju Downs, Njoku, or Andrews. Just one? I feel obligated to start Harrison, or it could go Downs.
Yeah, no, I mean, I do like Downs, but I don't know if I can let me see where. All right, let me see. I have my sheet here because it's Sunday morning. I'm still waking up. I'm only about like 3/4 of the way through my bang. So I have my sheet here that I did earlier in the week when I was wide awake and focused, where I have these guys for times like these. I have Marvin Harrison in my solid start tier.
Downs.
Actually, I have Josh Downs in the same tier. And Josh Downs, actually, the one thing about the Dolphins is they're terrible against slot wide receivers. So this didn't help. This did not help me one bit because I have them in the same tier.
I'll tell you, I could be wrong. My gut, maybe it's just because Harrison has done nothing recent. It could be recency bias, I guess is what I'm saying.
Right.
But my gut, it kind of feels Downs over Harrison. I feel like the Harrison call is more name value, you know what I mean, than production at this point. It doesn't mean he's unstartable. But I might just go Downs.
Yeah, Downs is fine. It's close. It's very close here between those two. The other ones I'm not. It's between those two. Very close.
Yeah, definitely not the others. Murray, Richardson, Aaron Rodgers.
I'm still going Murray here. Still going Murray. It's between Murray and Richardson. I'm not playing Aaron Rodgers against the Steelers. Like, no thanks.
No.
It's between Murray and Richardson, but Murray's been playing. Like, I'm just gonna go Murray.
Yeah, I think Murray's still startable. You know, recency bias wants us all to just sit Murray and rage drop him, but he's fine. Not like Richardson is a guaranteed boom. So this is Cody again. He promises it's the last question, but it's not. This is what I'm talking about.
We'll forgive you. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll still answer. So he's saying that Dak. We said Dak is a good buy low. Yes. But here's the thing. He's saying trade Pat Mahomes for Dak Prescott. That's not exactly buying low because you're giving up Pat Mahomes. So yeah, he hasn't been Pat Mahomes, true, but still, that's not like a low ball offer. That's not like, you know what I'm saying, right? I don't feel like that's buying low.
Yeah, this feels pretty lateral. I don't know.
Exactly.
I might prefer Dak, but it's not like, I don't think you're getting a major upgrade here.
Exactly. So that's what we need to get to, Cody, is when you say buy low meaning, yes, you're getting a guy at a low value, but to buy low, you have to give up something that's definitely
like buy low. Like when I'm thinking like a buy low here, like if you had a quarterback, like let's say you had a quarterback like, I don't know. Because remember, Dak is coming off a game where he just had 3 points. He just did nothing. Like, let's say you had Aaron Rodgers and somebody was like, hey, Aaron Rodgers has had some good games. Like, that would be a buy low for me. Or if we're looking at like a non-quarterback, like, you know, Jerry Jeudy is your wide receiver 6. Tyler Algier is your wide receiver or your running back 5, and you don't have Bijan Robinson. Like, guys like that. Like, guys who have some value, who people are like, hey, I'm done with Dak. I'm fed up with Dak. Just give me Algier and you can have Dak. That's what I'd be looking to do. Not another good QB.
Right. That's the point. It's like it's probably too late now, but like a couple of weeks ago, if you would have traded Geno Smith for him, like that's okay. That's buying low. Like Andy Dalton coming off a 300-yard game, you're selling Andy Dalton to get Dak Prescott. Like that's a buy low. So
now I'm seeing something that Demario Douglas isn't playing. He might have gotten hurt. Great.
Well, that explains the Hunter Henry. Man, well, that's the one thing you can't predict. This is a tough one. Speaking of slot receivers, Jermaine Harris wants to know, do you go Downs or Whittington now that Kupp is out?
I mean, Whittington's certainly more interesting with Kupp out, but I can't put him in over Downs. I cannot put him in over Downs. Whittington more like a flex start. Downs is more like a solid start. I'm going Downs.
Yeah, I'm still going Downs as well. Interesting option, but Downs, we already know what Downs has been doing and can continue to do. Brandon Anthony doesn't trust the Titans, not even with Mason Rudolph. Are you gonna sell Pollard?
I get this, and sure, if you can actually sell high on Tony Pollard, sell high on Tony Pollard, but it's not like the Titans offense can get worse. Like it literally it can't. Like literally you can't be worse than Will Levis. The dude really you can't. Like I don't see how you can. He's like unless you just throw interceptions every time you drop back, then you're worse than Will Levis. That's basically it. And no NFL QB is going to do that. So and Pollard's been great. So I don't think it even matters here. But that being said, if you want to sell high on Pollard and you truly sell high, meaning you don't just, say, hey, I'll trade you Tony Pollard and you give me, I don't know. Who do you give me? Like you give me Michael Pittman. You give me JSN. You give me nah, sell high.
If you can get, I think you can sell high if you couple it with a buy low. That's clearly worth it. Like if you're getting Jalen Waddle, okay, maybe if you're getting a running back like James Cook, okay, I'll do that. But yeah, I agree. This is not the week. I mean, I don't know. You're going to put together a deal in the next 2 hours, anyways. But Pollard should have a good game this week.
Yeah.
Spears is out. I like Pollard, so.
Spears is out, and they're only rolling with Pollard and Chestnut. Those are the only. That's it. They don't even have a third running back active. I've never seen that before. It's like, I hope, I hope obviously nothing happens to Tony Pollard, but I hope the Titans are prepared that if something happens to Tony Pollard, they're prepared to give Chestnut every touch because they don't have another option.
And that means the backup running back is Will Levis. He just plays fullback.
You know what happened? He'd fumble 3 times. First carry, he'd get hit and fumble.
So the answer is no, you don't really need to sell high on him here. Damian is starting these guys. Swap anything. He's 4-2. Got Kelsey on the bench for Njoku. I think he asked this earlier. We're going to start Kelsey over Njoku. Got Debo on the bench. Got Connor on the bench. Got Jaden Reed on the bench. Chase Brown, Connor.
Yeah, I know it's a tough matchup for Connor, but I still go Connor over Chase Brown. I still go Jaden Reed over Dell. And I definitely go Kelsey over Njoku.
Yeah, so we're going to swap basically your last 3.
All right, did anybody start Parker Washington? Because he just had a punt return touchdown, and suddenly the Jaguars are up 2 scores.
Punt return touchdown. I do have Parker Washington on the bench in one of my deep dynasty leagues, for whatever that's worth, which is nothing. Alexis Aguilar, Ladd or Waddle?
Ladd this week. One more week, and then we can put Waddle back in our lineups. But this week you got to go Ladd.
And actually, I like Ladd already, but I saw this. I guess I don't remember if we put it on the injury report. I think Quentin Johnston is out this week, so that's good for Ladd too, possibly. I'm pretty sure he is. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I saw it on.
You're right. He is out.
So fire up Ladd. And Smith or Wilson? Guessing Devontae Smith and Garrett Wilson.
Just give me Devonta Smith here. I don't want to have to deal with Aaron Rodgers force feeding Devontae Adams.
Yeah, I'm never gonna mind having Devontae Smith in my lineup. Here's a Garrett Wilson question. Sidney Fletcher. Been offered to trade Garrett Wilson to get Jonathan Taylor, already has Devontae Adams. So split the Jets.
Yeah, I probably prefer JT here. He should hopefully be back next week. I mean, we don't know, but he should hopefully be back next week. If JT is healthy, I prefer him over Garrett Wilson, especially now that Garrett Wilson has Adams there. So give me JT.
Yeah, I think this is good. You don't have to be all in on the Jets receivers, but also you're getting a stud running back. Yeah, I would do it. Other John, Muth, Parkinson.
Just give me Parkinson now that Kupp is out again. He had 12 targets before the bye when Kupp was out. I'll gamble on that. Just give me Parkinson.
Yeah, I mean, neither of these guys are getting very excited. That's fine. I
Wow,
guess.
that Patriots punt return defense was awful.
Did I see
like Parker Washington was at like the 25-yard line with no one within 15 yards of him. Like he didn't even like break a tackle. He just made like one little move and then ran past the punter and was gone. I take it back. He was at the 40-yard line with nobody within 15 yards. That's terrible. It's terrible.
It's not the Bill Belichick era of special teams, that's for sure.
I guess Doug Peterson can get on the plane home now.
Well, it's not over yet. It looks like they went for 2, and Brian Thomas got the 2-point conversion. All right, let's spam bots. Nate Dogg here to regulate. Flex spot. Ayuk, Hunt, Liggett, or Juju.
I really want to go like Hunt over Ayuk, but I don't think I can. I think you still got to go Ayuk. This is it, though. I mean, I don't even feel good saying this is it. Like, hasn't he had enough chances?
But do you like someone
full
better?
PPR, full PPR, just go Ayuk. He's gonna be. Just go Ayuk.
Hating yourself every time you say Ayuk. I would go Ayuk.
He's been terrible. It's a terrible matchup. Like what? Like what's the selling point on Ayuk this week other than his name is Brandon? Like if you take out the name Brandon, his name is Juwan Jennings. What's the selling point on Brandon Ayuk this week? Like what are we selling ourselves on?
But hey, Juwan Jennings is out.
Wide receiver 1 in the 49ers, allegedly.
1 or 2, or who knows. I'll give him another week. I'll go Ayuk this week. I don't feel it's a big Ayuk week, but like you said, what's a big Hunt week? He needs a touchdown. So
right.
Aaron K. All right, what do we expect from those juniors, even if they play?
I expect a big game from Brian Robinson. It's the Panthers. I expect a big game from Brian. I expect at least 1 touchdown. If Brian Robinson doesn't score at least 1 touchdown, I'll be disappointed today. Marvin Harrison, yeah. You never know with Marvin Harrison. It's not a great matchup this week, but I think he'll be solid. I think Harrison will be solid.
Yeah, he should get you something, but I wouldn't put Cooper in over him because
no, I would definitely put Brian Robinson Jr. in over both those guys.
Yeah,
I might still go Connor over Harrison. That one's close because I'm not really expecting a big Connor game either.
Right, same matchup, tough for both. Okay, let's keep going. Flacco, good morning, Flacco. Agree. It's a good time to hit the like button. It costs you nothing. The coffee is made, but the coffee needs to be drank more. So we'll get to that. Brother Pickle. Welcome, Brother Pickle. PPR. Michael Wilson, Noah Brown, or Ray McLeod. Here are where the real questions come.
Yes. I might go Noah Brown, honestly.
I would too. Good matchup.
He got involved last week. It's a good matchup against the Panthers. I'll just gamble on Noah Brown here.
Yep. Very, very good matchup. Maybe Michael Wilson if Marvin Harrison was out, but he's not. So he becomes maybe basically touchdown dependent against a tough defense. Ray McLeod, just more of just a floor play. Daniel Hart, Watson or Ertz?
Christian Watson? I'm going Christian Watson. Ertz is fine. Ertz is you need a tight end, you need some points. Ertz is fine, but there's no upside with Zach Ertz. Give me Watson.
Yeah, Zach Ertz is a solid floor pick as a tight end, but he doesn't score touchdowns. This is the problem. And Watson could do it in 1 play. So let's go Watson. Mark Hoffman needs to flex too. Deontay, Jordan Mason, Tyreek Hill, Amari Cooper, Tony Pollard, and then needs a quarterback. Getting deep again. Okay.
Wow. I'm flexing Deontay and Tony Pollard fairly easily over these guys. I'll just take a chance on Russell Wilson here. I'm not starting Tyler Huntley or Mason Rudolph. Just take a chance on Russell Wilson and see what he can do.
Yeah, look, maybe there would be a spot where I could say, oh, Mason Rudolph against the Buffalo Bills is not the spot. And I'm never starting Tyler Huntley. So just go with Russ, even though it's not a good spot for Russ.
Well, good news for the Patriots. They punted and did not give up a touchdown this time.
Good for them. Almost halftime there. Anthony, what's up, Anthony? Sitting Aaron Jones. Okay, it's fine. Likely to play, but I understand. Pickens or Michael Wilson?
I mean, if you're gonna sit Aaron Jones, it's got to be Pickens. It's got to be Pickens. Like Michael Wilson, he's okay. Like even if Marvin Harrison Jr. was out, I wouldn't love Michael Wilson this week. So take a chance on Pickens.
Yeah, between those two, it's got to be Pickens. You're talking about the guy who's still, for what it's worth, the clear number one target in that offense. Michael Wilson is 3 at best. So you have to look at it that way. Chill Ethan got the membership yesterday. What's up, Ethan? Yeah, Cup is out. So we're going with Mason, Tracy, Sermon, 2-2.
I think I still got to go Mason here. I don't love Mason this week, but he's still the lead back for the 49ers in that 49ers offense. I know it's a tough matchup. But I don't think I could put Tracy or Sermon in over him. And yeah, 2-2 Atwell is interesting, but again, I'm just going to go Mason here.
Yeah, I have to start Mason from this group. Atwell is really more just like a home run play, maybe, or maybe he strikes out. Around the fur, is there a chance that you could switch Gibbs for B-Rob?
I might. I don't think it's terrible. It's a tough matchup for Gibbs and the Lions this week for the running game. Not so tough for Brian Robinson. I might just go with Brian Robinson.
Yeah, I think there is a chance based on the matchups both ways. Yeah, I think you can do this. Let's do a couple other, as we catch up to super chats, let's do some of the regular chats here as well. Let's do James Green, Michael Pittman, or Khalil Shakir.
I don't love Pittman this week, but I'm still putting him in over Shakir.
Yeah, Shakir, even if he's 100%, not for me, it's not really because of the Amari Cooper thing. Amari Cooper will play, but it doesn't really affect Shakir. Shakir is still the slot guy there. Shakir just hasn't done great. And as you pointed out yesterday, Titans are the toughest against wide receivers now, fantasy points allowed.
Yeah, they talked about it early in the year that they made a lot of moves in that secondary. I didn't think they'd be this good though. But at the same time, another issue, like you said, is teams don't have to really throw a lot against them. So
they might not have to throw a lot against the Titans today.
Right.
So yeah, it's Pittman here. What about Michael Lewis? Needs 2 quarterbacks between Mahomes, Goff, Jones.
Daniel Jones? Nah. Mahomes and Goff. Like there was that one random game where Malik Neighbors made 3 or 4 insane catches and basically gifted Daniel Jones a nice game all by himself. And it was like, oh, maybe we have to consider Daniel Jones. Then it was like, ha, what were we thinking? Yeah, I'm not playing Daniel Jones.
And at least Neighbors is back, but still, I'm not sitting Jones. I'm not sitting those guys for Jones. It's Mahomes and Goff. Another quarterback question. It's Captain Rex. Purdy or Darnold?
Ooh. Oh, this one is tough. I might just take Darnold here. At home.
Yeah.
Against the Lions, I might take Darnold. It's close for me here, but give me Darnold.
Yeah, I like Darnold better here. Might not be a great game for Purdy. How about another quarterback question? RCA. Darnold or Richardson?
Yeah, then we have just go Darnold. Darnold is your safer option, and I feel like he's got enough upside. I'm just gonna roll with Darnold, not risk it with Richardson.
Roll with Darnold. All right, now Silicon Valley Athletics. Welcome back. Kamara killed. Yep, a lot of us. Needs another running back here. Tracy, Madison, or Chubb?
Okay, honestly, it doesn't sound good for Zamir White playing, I might just go Madison. He's got a good matchup this week. And if you watched my 10 stats video, he led all running backs in expected fantasy points last week. Every single he hit Alexander Madison, led them all. And Amir Abdullah, who in week 5 got the only goal line carry, fumbled at the goal line in week 6, and then Madison got 2 goal line carries. So I'm just gonna roll Madison in this good matchup.
Yeah, actually, I remember that because I was kind of, I guess they flipped to it because, the red zone, they always flip when they're near the goal line. And I started kind of cursing at them when they were like giving the ball to Amir Abdullah at the 10-yard line. Well, then he got it like 8 yards. I was like, man, that's a stupid play call. Because I wanted him to throw it to Trey Tucker because for some reason I did a pick on Trey Tucker. And then they did it again. And then they fumbled. And I was like, yeah, that's what you get. Karma.
Yep.
Which is a long, convoluted way to say you go with Alexander Madison. Adrian Michael. Got Love, Neighbors, Godwin, Mixon, Chuba, Otten, Metcalf. Mayfield, Gibbs, and Joku Reed are on the bench. Any change of heart here? Okay, because, I remember yesterday he was asking Mayfield versus Love. I feel like I would have said Mayfield.
I don't remember that. I've said Mayfield over Love every time, so you must not ask that. But everything else looks good. But give me Mayfield over Love this week.
Yeah, Mayfield. The Otten and Joku is like, who cares? I mean, I don't know. That's fine. And tough to sit Reed, but I guess you can with this lineup.
Yeah.
So, just switch Mayfield and Love. Everything else is good. Let's go to Tolu O. Juju or Whittington?
I think I'm just going to go Whittington here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about Juju, but this feels like a trap for Juju. I'm just going to go Whittington.
Why not? Cup out. Sure. Why not? That's all I got. Anthony, good morning. It is early, but we're always here every Sunday. Need to flex Eckler, Tyron Tracy, Zach Moss, or Darius Slayton. And then, we already did the Pickens thing. Pickens over Wilson.
I'm going to go Eckler here against the Panthers. Good matchup for him. He gets involved even with Brian Robinson there. He catches passes. I'm going to go Eckler.
Don't feel well. Look, I don't think we can consider Slayton now that Neighbors is back.
No.
So just cross him off the list. Tracy now in the split backfield, same thing. Moss, just go Eckler based on the matchup. Yeah, it's Eckler, and we already said Pickens. There you go. Eric Sanchez, we know Eric is always on here. We're gonna have to do a favor before we answer the questions. He says his kids keep asking, "Why are you watching those two guys?" That would be us. So we need to say hi to Emma and Julieta.
Hi, Emma and Julieta. Hello.
Hi. Good morning. Also start Murray or Darnold.
I'll just go Darnold here. No need to risk it with Murray. Just give me Darnold. He's in a good enough spot. Give me Darnold.
Yep, like Darnold enough this week. All right. Have a good day. And Emma and Julieta, be good. Let your dad watch the games today. He's got work to do. Got to watch those games.
Behave, Emma and Julieta.
Trone Force needs the best 2 out of these 3. Well, there's 4. What? JSN, Tyreek, Mooney, Mostert. I guess we'll pick 2.
I think Mooney's the best. I do kind of like JSN this week, but I don't think I could put him in over Tyreek. I'm going to go Mooney and Tyreek.
Yeah, it's one of those things on paper. It's like, it could be a good JSN week, but we've said that a couple times before. So, Mooney's the one I feel best about. Let's go Tyreek next. And then Powerhouse. Super flex, Mason Rudolph or Russell Wilson. Kind of going Russ.
I'm just going to go Russell Wilson. Mason Rudolph against the Bills. No, thank you.
Right. Watson or Ridley? Probably not Ridley.
Not Ridley. Not
Yeah.
Ridley.
Look, I wouldn't be shocked if Ridley does something again, but
Yes.
it will be on my bench.
He's gonna do something. I mean, look, they've already said, like even Brian Callahan said, like, oh, we can throw screens. Like Brian Callahan legit said, we can throw screens to him to get him the ball. I'm sure they'll throw some screens to him, but that's what you want. You want a wide receiver that's getting screens? Nah.
Yeah. This is a game. They're going to force the ball to him after last week with Ridley. I mean, this is part of why they made this move, with Ridley publicly basically complaining. And yeah, they're going to get Ridley the ball, but how much upside is there really? Now, go Watson. Adrian Michael back saying, oh, I'm just saying he's first place thanks to the Draft Lane app, which is us in the Draft Lane app. Wow, well, appreciate that. So this is a good time for me to mention. We have an app. It's called Draft Lane. And if you haven't tried it yet, it is absolutely free. Download the Draft Lane app right now on your App Store or Google Play Store. And it gets you in touch with us because, again, we are Draft Lane. You ask a question and one of us will answer it just like we do here. Start sit questions, waiver wire question, trade question, any question related to your fantasy football team. And if you are on Yahoo or Sleeper, it syncs your leagues. You can see your league's history, your standings, and we can see not only your roster, but also your waiver wire. If you ask a waiver question, and if you do the advanced trade questions, we can see your league mates and their rosters. And that really helps us to dig in, and we can see who your best trade partner might be, what players you should go after, who you can offer. I mean, it's like we're there basically at your computer doing it for you and telling you what you should do. All right, so basically it's good. Draft Lane, it's free. Download it. Thank you, Adrian. All right, time for Michaela Williams. Welcome, Michaela. Downs or Amari?
Definitely Downs here. Again, Amari. Next week, I might say Amari. We'll see. But this week, too risky. Too risky.
Too risky with Amari, and we like Downs this week. Good matchup for him. So definitely Downs and Laporta or Kraft. Last week it was Laporta. Is it Laporta again?
It's Laporta again, but I don't love it.
I know you're down on Laporta. Kraft didn't do anything last week. I think it's got to be Laporta here. Yeah. Ace Flame. Hunt, Eckler, Sermon, Singletary. Pick one.
I think I go Hunt here. I do. Eckler is definitely tempting against the Panthers, but he's going to get just not going to get the touches. I think I got to go Hunt.
Right. Eckler, definitely the best matchup. It's tempting, but I always say with running backs, the most important thing is opportunity. Who's going to get the most touches? Probably Hunt. Yeah, go Hunt. Daniel Maldonado, can't tell, but I think he needs help. All right, so if you have to pick from a Giants running back, is it Tracy?
I guess Tracy. I guess if I have to pick, I'll put Tracy in.
Yeah. I think Tracy's... I mean, I don't know. It's tough to say because they could just go back to saying Singletary, as a guy we rely on. He's a veteran, but Tracy's looked so good. Let's just go Tracy. Classy guy. All right. 2005. Kareem Hunt, Brian Robinson Jr., Monty, Jacobs, Jones needs 2 RBs and a flex.
All right, well, it's Brian Robinson, Monty, and Jacobs for me. I know. Like, I feel great about Brian Robinson. I feel fine about Josh Jacobs. Monty, definitely a tough matchup this week. And this could be the week where Monty finally lays the egg and doesn't score. But at the same time, I can't bench Monty at right now. I just can't. He's been too good. So Robinson, Monty, Jacobs, where I'm going.
Yeah, let's eliminate the risk with Aaron Jones because you have plenty of other good running backs. Yeah. Not a great spot for Monty. I still feel better. Look, it's not a great spot for Hunt either, right? On the road against San Francisco. Yeah.
And San
Robinson, Monty.
Francisco's run defenses and doesn't scare me one bit, honestly.
No, they're not tough, like one of the tough run defenses, but they're not a pushover either. It's not like the Panthers or something. So
Sure.
it's not a great spot. All right, Jason Burris just wants to say thank you. 5-1 in all 3 of his leagues. Nice.
Let's keep it going. 5-1 doesn't win a championship, Jason. Congrats, but no relaxing. Not allowed to relax. Not allowed to relax.
And that's a good time to mention, no matter where you are in the standings, number one, if you're at the bottom of the standings for some reason, don't give up. It's not too late. And then number 2, if you're at the top of the standings, don't stop. Don't say, oh, I don't have to make any trades. My team's great. Always, always, always push. Keep pushing it. Try to get those buy lows. Lilish, Cooper or Harrison?
Got to go Harrison. Again, feel like Cooper is probably going to be very limited today in terms of snaps and things. So just go Harrison.
Yeah. Not feeling Cooper this week. Go Harrison. Start one. Eckler, Madison, Najee.
Another close one between Eckler and Madison here. I'm going to give Eckler the edge, but this is tough. I would hate to have this decision, honestly. But Eckler's in that Commanders offense. I'll go Eckler, barely over Madison.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't really want to be in on Madison. I have an excuse not to be in on the Raiders offense. I'll do it. So in this case, let's go Eckler. Next up, let me see. Sidekick Kid. Defense question, Packers, Niners, Rams, Eagles, or Chiefs. Yeah, I know the Rams have the great matchup, but the Rams are a bad actual defense. I can't do it.
Yeah. Can't do I'm just going to go Eagles against the Browns, Deshaun Watson. It's just as good of a matchup as the Rams, but a better defense. I'm going to go Eagles.
Yeah, I'll go. What?
Oops. No, I was trying to ban them in it. Sorry.
All right. How about Amazon pancakes? I could go for some of those right now. Chargers defense. The Redskins are back apparently, or the LA Rams.
Chargers. Yeah, Bosa's out, but still, it's not a tough matchup here. The Chargers defense has been good even without Joey Bosa. So, and the other nice thing about the Chargers, I mentioned this yesterday, they get 3 after this week. They get 3 really good matchups in a row. So you can probably just roll with the Chargers for the next 4 weeks.
Yeah, I mean they're going to be a solid defense all year. So there you go. Now, if you can get the Redskins defense from 91, you set and forget.
Yes.
Foxborough News in a 16-man half PPR. Look, if you're in Foxborough, I think you'd be watching the game. But it is halftime, at least as far as I knew. Got Murray or golf. I would go golfing. In same league, flex play, I got Harrison or Eckler.
I think you still got to go Harrison over Eckler. And I still got to go Murray over Goff. I'm not expecting a big Goff game today. I think he's fine, but I still got to go Murray.
Yeah. Just go with the Cardinal stack and hope for the best. All right, Rodney Woods is back with Cup out. Flex Tutu, Muth, Dobbs, Chase Brown, Trey Tucker, the trap. He says he's got Dobbs in his lineup. Monty.
Yeah, that's probably fine. Dobbs is probably your best bet. Maybe Chase Brown over Dobbs. But I think that one's close. So if you want to go Dobbs, go Dobbs. I think Chase Brown and Dobbs pretty close.
Yeah. Can't go 2-2. That's too risky. Not going to flex a tight end, even especially if it's Freiermuth. Not going to get sucked into the Trey Tucker trap. Sorry.
No. Not doing
it.
Fell for it last week. Not doing that again.
Deshaun Davis.
No.
Interesting. Have you heard anything about Keaton Mitchell?
No, I mean, what? Okay, let's say right now, John Harbaugh came out and said, Keaton Mitchell back next week. What is Keaton Mitchell's path to touches here? Like Derrick Henry getting hurt. That's it, right? No. He's gonna be. He's probably not even gonna be ahead of Justice Hill. He's gonna be RB. No, not doing it. Not doing it.
Not worth holding on to. Tyler Durden. Let's do Tyler. As always, here's one you definitely didn't expect by week 7 of the season. Sean Tucker or Tyler Goodson?
I think after last week, you probably just got to roll with Sean Tucker and hope he looks good again. I mean, Tyler Goodson, what are we like? What are you hoping for with Tyler Goodson? You're hoping for some catches, but he's got Anthony Richardson, which means he might not get as many dump offs as like with Flacco. You're hoping he gets the goal line carry, but it's been all Sermon at the goal line. I might just gamble on Tucker here. I don't know. This is no fun. This is no fun.
Yeah, I just take a chance on Tucker. You know, I mean, obviously you don't want to start either of these guys, but to me, it's going to be Tucker because maybe he gets the hot hands. Yeah, maybe. All right, Moises, good morning. Brian Thomas, I would say he's going nuclear. He caught a touchdown.
Yeah. Define nuclear. He's having a good game for sure, but I don't know about nuclear.
Yeah, he has 2 catches, 64 yards.
No, he's not. No. Okay. Moises, the last, you can't, this is what we always try to say. And we get a lot of comments sometimes when a guy's coming off a big game and we say like, okay, but be careful. And people are like, why do you hate this guy? He just had 35 points last week. The last time we got to the point where Brian Thomas was a set and forget, he busted like hard, busted hard. Yep. He's not a set and forget. He's a very good start, but if he's in a tough matchup, I don't think he's a set and forget.
Realistically, if you're going to play to win, very few players are set and forget.
Right.
Tyreek Hill has become a risky flex play. And of course, different circumstances, but still, there are very few players where you should just set and forget. And even then, on a weekly basis, it could change. Things change quickly. So, Thomas is definitely not that kind of guy yet. He's a strong start, I would say, most weeks, but he's never going to be a set and forget. All right, Ben Howerton through the super chat down there. This is desperation flex. Glad you clarified. Braylon Allen, Zach Ertz, Tyler Goodson, Noah Brown.
I'd probably just go with Noah Brown here. He gets that good matchup against the Panthers. It looks like he's the wide receiver too now that he's healthy and back and good to go. I'll just gamble on Noah Brown here.
That's exactly how I'm feeling. Braylon Allen barely touched the ball with a new offensive coordinator. Now they got another receiver in town. Tyler Goodson, just not enough touches, probably. Zach Ertz is a tight end. Noah Brown does have a really good matchup. I wouldn't be shocked if Noah Brown starts to come on a little bit more. I'm not saying go out and add him, but this could be a nice game for Noah Brown.
Yep.
All right, the next super chat goes to Jay, Brown or Hunt.
I think I'm just going to go Kareem Hunt here. He's the workhorse in this offense. Again, the 49ers defense is kind of middle of the pack against the run. Doesn't scare me off him. I'm going to go Hunt.
Yeah, go Hunt. Again, more touches, more opportunities. Hunt. JMO or Marvin Harrison Jr.?
Yeah, this was like our very first question of the day. I guess Jameson. It's like I feel like I should say Harrison, but Jameson is in a boom spot. Let's go Jameson.
Go Jameson. I'm feeling the boom. I really hope he booms.
Remember when this game was 10-0 Patriots? It's now 25-10 Jaguars.
And Drake May not looking like a guy that you're going to regret benching. 109 yards, and we're in the third quarter.
Yeah, but now it's garbage time, so he'll probably get like a garbage time touchdown. But maybe we can get some some Pop Douglas in garbage time here.
Actually, you know what's disappointing because he hasn't been bad. He hasn't thrown an interception. He's 13 for 18. His rating is good. So Drake May has actually not been the problem. He's been fine. They're not running the ball. Ramondre, 15 yards and 6 carries.
Yeah, the running game has been terrible today.
Yeah, that offensive line is a little banged up. But you're right. Could be garbage time like last week. Anthony, now back to that same dilemma here. Pickens, Aaron Jones. Different types.
I mean, they're both risky. They're both risky. They're both in tough matchups. I don't know. If it's me, I'm probably going Aaron Jones, but they're both risky. Yeah, they both have risk. I don't know what else to say. Like
risky in different ways.
Like if I had a crystal ball, I could tell you which guy is less risky, but I unfortunately do not.
Yeah. I mean, if it's my team and you're asking me right now who I start, I mean, if he's playing and there's no real concern that he's going to sit or whatever, I guess I would go Aaron Jones. But I wouldn't love it. Now, this one I feel better about. Dominic Gast to flex. Tank Dell or Bijan Robinson?
Oh, it's got to be Bijan Robinson. I like Tank Dell, but I'm not sitting Bijan.
Durand. Tank Dell or Deontay Johnson?
Deontay Johnson. Great matchup. We know he's going to get a ton of target. Deontay.
Yep. I mean, so now the question is, why do we hate Tank Dell? Just kidding. Said no to Tank Dell 2 straight times. Yeah. Oh, I'm actually looking here. Ricardo Romo is saying about Demario Douglas. Wait, is he hurt? What's going on here? It seems like he's not on the field.
He got a target on the last drive. Is it okay? It's still too early to say it was a mistake. It could be a mistake. We'll see what happens. But look, since the first drive, the Patriots offense has done nothing. They did nothing. They did nothing in the second quarter. So we'll see what they can do in the second half here.
What I'm seeing, it says, is that he had a false start like early in the game, and then they benched him because of that. Like he wasn't even on the field a lot of the time. So it wasn't even injuries. Yes. I mean, I don't know if that's true,
these coaches, man, like when Jared Mayo makes a mistake, can we bench Jared Mayo? Can we send him to the locker room? Players aren't allowed to make a mistake? What the heck?
Yeah, now he's taking it too far. Look at the Ramondre thing. I get it. You fumble every single game. Okay, you got to teach him a lesson. Now you're getting it wrong. All right, J.R. Fuentes needs a wide receiver to flex. Hill, Ayuk, Hunt. Love to see those two guys together.
Man. Probably should go Tyreek Hill and Ayuk in PPR, but I really want to bench Ayuk. One more week of Tyreek and Ayuk. Tyreek after this week. We probably can't put him right back in the no doubt must starts next week, but he's going to become a strong start.
Yeah.
One more week of Ayuk.
All right, so you are wholeheartedly endorsing Ayuk here.
Far from it. I am regretting every time I say his name.
All right, but we can say Ayuk here. So Ayuk and Hill make the most sense in PPR. There you go. Gabo Gexy, good morning. Garrett Wilson or Devontae Smith? That's a good one.
I'm going Devontae Smith here. It is tough. It is close, but I don't want to risk that I'm watching the TV and Aaron Rodgers is targeting Devontae Adams 10 times for 4 catches and 4 catches and 54 yards or something dumb like that. And then wondering why the offense is struggling. Why is the offense struggling? Just give me Devontae Smith.
Yeah. Not a great matchup either against the Steelers on the road. Devontae Smith, remember, Dallas Goedert out, so that could help him too. Matthew Temple, Wants to flex either Pittman, Monty, Watson, or Cooper.
Again, this not a good spot for Monty, but I just don't understand. I just don't see how you can bench Monty. He's got touchdown upside every week. I think you got to go with Monty. I think you got to keep rolling with Monty.
Yeah, agree. I know it's tough to sit those receivers, but Watson is, boom or bust. If you really want to shoot for that upside, you can, but it's not really a great spot for him. Pittman, guess go Monty. Let's help Alex Gonzalez here. So he's got Cup in his lineup. Cup is not questionable, right? He's officially out.
Yeah, Cup is not expected to play, so take him out.
So either Wandale or Leggett.
I'd probably just go Wandale, even with Neighbors back. He still gets targets here, and it's a good matchup for him. So, yeah.
Leggett is interesting because of that matchup. It's a great spot for a wide receiver.
There's definitely something going on with Demario Douglas. I don't think it's just a false start because we just got to report that he's on the sideline with his helmet in his hand. So he must have gotten hurt in this game. He must have gotten hurt, or he's dealing with something.
Yeah, I think maybe people are assuming that it was because of the false start. Seems even for a rookie head coach, that seems pretty bush league. But
yeah, so that's unfortunate.
That's football. It happens. I mean, it was a great spot for him, but this explains why Hunter Henry is the leading receiver. Yeah, in this case, you know what? I might chase the upside of Leggett because of the matchup against Washington. Most games I wouldn't, but I just feel the Neighbors back. I know Wandale will still get targets. He's still okay, but it's not a great spot. So this is close either way. Wandale, more of a floor play. Leggett, more of a risky boom play. Jody Bedard, good morning. 8 team. If CMC comes back, I like how you said, if he does come back, which waiver running back should I pick up?
I'm not sure what CMC has to do with this, but
I thought you were going to ask which running back should you drop.
I'll say this. I think the one you have to pick up right now is Javonte Williams. Not just because he's coming off a big game, but you know who plays the Carolina Panthers in Week 8? The Denver Broncos. Yeah, you gotta roll with Javonte Williams again. You gotta put him in your lineup again next week. I'm kind of disappointed that he went off against the Saints because I can't put him on the booms now. I mean, I guess I can, but it's like, oh, look at you. Like, let's pick the guy who boomed last week to boom again. Like, you know what I mean? So, but Javonte Williams will probably boom again.
Probably. I'm thinking now he must have meant to say if CMC doesn't come back. Maybe that's what he's thinking. But
yeah, I don't think CMC is coming back this week. Maybe, but probably not. Probably not another week or two.
No, probably not. I would have said Ramondre, but now after looking at this game, maybe it's not Ramondre. So just go Javonte Williams, not those other guys. Thoughts on Hubbard staying the RB1 with Brooks returns?
I mean, he's been good. I don't see why. Remember, Brooks coming off ACL, which means he'll be eased in anyways. And Chuba's been so good, I don't see why Chuba would lose a job.
Right. And what I talked about with Brooks on the Beat the Breakout last week is I don't really think we see him really involved until after the bye because a lot of teams do it this way and gives him time to ramp up and et cetera, et cetera. So week 12. Week 12 is when I'm thinking, okay, we're going to see a lot more of Brooks. Mark Hoffman needs to flex between Mason, Hill, or Cooper.
I'd probably just go Mason here. He's healthy. It's not a great matchup, but he's been good. Just give me Mason.
Yeah, he's the most secure pick. Cooper, we're not starting Cooper if we don't have to. So.
Right.
Mason. Ben Howerton again saying he has to drop Braylon Allen.
Okay.
This is that same group of players, right? Ertz and Brown. We said Noah Brown is the one to start.
Yeah, if you need Noah Brown this week, you can drop Braylon Allen. I mean, he's just a handcuff.
Right. So you can do it. Nobody's probably rushing out to pick up Braylon Allen after this week. Max, well, says he's down bad. Hey, it could be worse. Juju or Christian Watson?
I'm just going to go Christian Watson. I just think he has way more upside. Give me Watson.
Yeah. Go with Watson here. Look, it definitely could be worse. We had, what was the question earlier? Sean Tucker or Tyler Gibson?
Yeah, that was a question.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Dennis Robertson. Hurts or Darnold?
I still got to go Hurts here. He's got his weapons. He runs. Give me Hurts.
Yeah. So you got to play Hurts. Carlos Moreno, Garrett Wilson, or Tank Dell?
Man, I like Tank, but I don't think I can bench him. I don't think I can bench Garrett Wilson for Tank. Still going Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, maybe Tank has a big week. I won't mind if you start Tank. Yeah, if it's my team, I'm probably still going Garrett Wilson, though. Lilish, Cooper, or Harrison? Going to say no to Cooper again.
Yeah, I'm going to say no to Cooper. I feel like we had this one because then I remember saying like Madison, Eckler, very close. And I think I went, I only remember, I think I went Eckler, but that one is very close for me.
Right. I'm going to go Eckler here, but it is close. What about this one? Mike T, Mike Evans, or Jahmyr Gibbs?
Evans. Evans is good to go. He's not on the injury report. He gets the Ravens. It's very hard for me to bench Mike Evans this week.
Yeah. Michaela asking about ESPN. No, unfortunately, ESPN does not sync up with DraftLane because they don't play nice.
All right, and we did just get an update. Demario Douglas questionable to return with an illness, so that's fun.
With an illness?
He got sick watching the Patriots offense.
Yeah, I was gonna say he definitely was not hanging out with Kenneth Walker in Atlanta. He's in London.
Kenneth Walker is active, by the way, so get him in your lineup. Kenneth Walker's playing.
He hydrated. He's good to go. Which answers this. Naira off 18. Do we start Walker? If Walker is in your lineup, you start him if you got him.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Let's see. So this also Jason Eves asking if Walker misses. Walker's not missing, so you can start Walker. Definitely over those guys. Renee Rodriguez has a defense question: Steelers or Packers? Steelers get the Jets, and Packers get the Texans.
Yeah, I'd probably just go Steelers. They're the better defense, and I'm not too worried about the Jets lighting up the Steelers.
Agree. Diego Lujano, 1 running back, 2 receivers, 1 flex. Mason Cook, DK Terry, Flowers, Harrison. I think it's the 3 receivers. Wait, but we need a running back.
Yeah, you got to go James Cook. He's playing. He's good to go. You got to go James Cook. And then it's the first 3 wide receivers. I'll bench Harrison.
Yes. DK, Terry, Flowers are all borderline must starts.
Yes.
And then Cook. Yeah, I like Cook over Mason. I feel like it's been a while since we saw 369 Rye. What's up? Needs to start JSN, Whittington, or Ladd. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Ladd here. I do kind of like JSN and Whittington, but also what's the upside for those guys? Let's just go with Ladd.
Yeah, I had Ladd as a boom, so I'm going to say Ladd, but also QJ didn't even know at the time that Quentin Johnson was going to be out. He is out, so that just probably helps Ladd's target share even more. So Ladd, McConkey it is. JSN, maybe. Maybe not. Gifted. Trey Sermon, Juju.
I'd probably just go Trey Sermon. Maybe I'm too low on Juju, but It's a good matchup for Sermon this week. I like the fact that Anthony Richardson is back for Sermon. I think that's going to open up running lanes for him, and they'll run the ball more. So I'm going to go Sermon.
Yeah, just the type of offense they run. It's going to be different, right? Anthony Richardson and Joe Flacco are pretty much other opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of quarterback play here. I think Sermon bounces back. The Miami run defense is bottom 5, I think.
Yes.
Not good. Not good. So there you go. We have AV, aka AV for 3. MHJ, Downs, or Addison?
Ooh, this one's actually tough. I like Addison.
Yeah.
I might go Addison here. At home, against that Lions secondary, I might just go Addison.
Like Downs a lot. Like Addison a lot, too. This is tough. I think I'll go Addison as well. Because I feel like the Vikings are going to pass the ball a little more than the Colts will. Again, Downs is very solid. I think a very high floor play this week. Always has a chance to score. Addison always has a chance to score too. I'm going to go with the matchup here and prefer Addison.
Tank Bigsby up to 84 yards. Can we get it? Can we get a 100-yard game from Tank Bigsby today? What do you think?
Tank Bigsby. Strong start. I'm telling you, this is the Tank breakout. It's the guy you want. You should have picked him up if he was available last week. That's for sure. You know who's not? Who's now all of a sudden gone from a drop to an ad to maybe a drop of Christian Kirk. What's up with Christian Kirk?
He did get an end zone target. I'll give him credit for that. But yeah, no, this is Chris. This is what you get with Christian Kirk. He's very frustrating, right? He's one of those guys that, yeah, very frustrating.
I blame Trevor Lawrence. But also, I think this just shows I think BTJ, he's the number 1 receiver there. It's no doubt. He's the guy. Spaceman Drew, Goff or Murray?
Still going Murray here. I don't expect a big Goff week, so let's just gamble on Murray running a bit.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a good Goff game on the road in Minnesota. That defense, he might have to throw it a lot, but let's go Murray. Murray's fine. Sidekick Kid. Yes, earlier we said Eagles defense. No, they play the Giants.
That's right. They play the Giants. Yeah, I still probably go Eagles. Like Chiefs against the 49ers, I don't want to play them. Yeah, I still go Eagles versus Giants. I'm not scared to stream against Daniel Jones.
Right. Yeah, Eagles are still a good one. Andres Huerta, welcome back, Andres. Thoughts on this 10-teamer? Got AR, Aaron Jones, Chuba, Tyreek, AJB, Pitts, Achan on the benches, Laporta, Connor, Jason, Waddle, Gino, Charbonnet. Walker's
in, so you can play Walker.
Should I get Cousins or Darnold or go with AR?
I would just go Darnold, but I don't want to drop Anthony Richardson, so I don't know.
Gino. You got Gino on the bench. Drop Gino.
Yeah, drop Gino, pick up Darnold, and roll with Darnold. All right, end of the third quarter. This game is flying by.
At least. What about Pitts over Laporta? You good with that?
Yeah, I'm playing Pitts. Pitts at least gets targets.
You were officially all the way out on Sam Laporta. All the way out.
15 targets on the year. Total.
Yeah.
That's 3 a game. That's no better than, like, I don't know, Mike Gesicki.
Yeah, I get it. Well, I would say normally I'd say this is a good time to sell high on Pitts, but maybe this time to sell high on Laporta since you have Pitts.
Yeah.
With this lineup, though, so it doesn't sound like he has Walker. He's saying Charbonnet if Walker is out. So no, don't play Charbonnet.
Walker's playing, so no Charbonnet. Keep Achan in there.
Keep Aaron Jones and definitely Chuba Aaron Jones instead of Connor. I guess that's fine. Tyreek, AJB, Achan. Guess Achan still over like JSN.
Yeah, I mean, JSN is fine, but I don't expect a big JSN game.
All right. So your lineup's good as is, but if you want, you can drop Geno for one of those quarterbacks like Darnold and put him in if you want. Mike eats 3. Worthy, Downs, Wandale, Pittman, Waddle.
Downs for sure. I think I still got to put Pittman 2, and I probably got to put Wandale 3 here. Downs, Pittman, Wandale.
Yeah, Waddle's still not playable. Downs my favorite here. I guess just go 2 Colts. Jedi Cough. Dobbins or Deontay in half.
Oh, this is actually close. And I see people saying Walker is a game time decision. No, he's active. The team, the Seattle Seahawks, the legit team said Kenneth Walker is active. The team. So you don't have to worry about Kenneth Walker. I mean, if you're worried about him because of the illness, that's one thing, but he's playing. This is tough because it's half PPR, and they're both in really good spots. Really good spots for both these guys this week. I think because it's half PPR, I don't know. I'm leaning slightly Dobbins here, but they both could be good. This is really tough. If it was full PPR, I would definitely go Deontay, but I think in half, Dobbins has a better chance to score. I'll go Dobbins. Barely.
I don't know. I can't bench Deontay in this matchup. It's too good. Too good. I'm going to have to go Deontay, but Dobbins is right there. Beast Mode Kane needs a flex. McConkey, Sermon, Jason, or Cooper.
Yeah, I'm just going to go McConkey here. Sermon's interesting, but risky. JSN, interesting, but also risky. I'll just go McConkey.
Yep, I like McConkey. Got him as a boom. Let's go McConkey. Rusty Shackelford
needs 95 yards. Can we get another touchdown from Tank?
Oh, they're threatening?
They are threatening again. They're at 2nd and 4 at the 9.
Tank is almost at 100 yards.
Almost at 100.
Telling you, trying to tell y'all. All right, let's see. Oh, it's 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 now, yeah, because he just ran for 2 yards.
All right, we'll keep an eye on that. At this point, now the Jags are just piling it on. I don't think we're getting enough. I don't think there's enough garbage time left for Drake May.
No.
Okay, Rusty needs a receiver and a flex. Terry Smith, Deontay, and H.
Oh, man. I think I'm going Terry and Deontay and benching Smith, but it's tough to bench Smith. I don't want to bench Smith, but I don't think I can bench Terry or Deontay this week.
Yeah, it's a tough call, but yeah, Terry, Deontay, the best matchups.
Dang, Tank got stuffed on 3rd down, so they'll probably just kick a field goal here. So, give me 1 second.
That's too bad.
You're still a quarterback.
Very unfortunate. Let's see. Who's next? Let's go to Juan Vargas. Juan, first of all, condolences for being a Cowboys fan. Unfortunate. These players, I need 3 receivers to start and 1 RB. Right? Got Tyreek Hill, Devontae Smith, Godwin, Deontay, Mooney, Dobbins, Hubbard, and Gibbs. Okay. Well, it's a 10-teamer, but you do have some good players. Think you can make up for the Kamara dud. You have to start Godwin. Absolutely no question. Godwin for sure. I'm starting Deontay, no doubt. So Godwin, Deontay Johnson. And then you got to go Devontae Smith, number 3. You don't have to start Hill and risk nothing this week. Mooney's solid, but not with those. So it's Devontae Smith, Godwin, Deontay Johnson. And then 1 running back, Dobbins, Hubbard, and Gibbs. Hard to bench Gibbs, but I think we said Hubbard over him earlier. I mean, you have 3 good choices, but Hubbard, again, that spot is such a smash spot. You need some upside, go Hubbard. So Hubbard, Smith, Godwin, Johnson. All right. At least the Cowboys can't hurt you this week, right? This one is tough. Ryan Foster in non-PPR, Cook or Gibbs. Looking for touchdown upside in non-PPR, Cook or Gibbs.
I go Cook.
Based
in
on
non-PPR, I'll go Cook.
Yeah, I guess so. Cook is because Monty's been taking touchdowns away.
Wait. Did the Jags go for it? And Tank got stuffed on 4th down.
4th down, they went for it.
I mean, I don't understand why you don't just kick a field goal there, make it an 18-point game, and say, like, come on, Drake May, score 18 points in the 4th quarter to beat us.
This is why Doug Peterson is going to get fired, even when they win. Just stupid. Mac P. All right. Thanks in advance. RB1. This is full PPR. Got Bijan. Okay. So now we got either HN, Chase Brown, Irving.
I think you have to have it. I got to put HN ahead of those guys. He still has the ups. He still has that explosive ability. Give me HN.
Right. Yeah. This week, HN, RB1, Kyron, RB2, Mixon, or Brees Hall.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to bench Mixon, but I can't bench Brees Hall.
Yeah, you got to start Brees. Even in a tough matchup. I understand, but you can't bench Brees. And then got A.J. Brown, pick a wide receiver 2 and a flex between Higgins, Reed, Debo, or Devontae.
I think you got to go Higgins and Reed here. Higgins and Reed. I like them this week.
Yep. Devontae, you can eliminate the risk of not getting enough targets, even though that probably won't happen. And yeah, Higgins and Reed. George Barcia, full PPR, Chase Brown or Jordan Mason?
Yeah, I'm still going to go Jordan Mason here. He's healthy. It's not the best matchup, but he's in this 49ers offense. He's healthy. I don't think he's going to really split with Garendo or anything. So, yeah.
All right, Mason it is. And then the defense, Detroit, the Colts or the Giants? I wouldn't start the Giants anyways. Not against the Eagles.
Detroit, Colts.
Colts are
the worst. Bad.
Real defense, but they have the best matchup.
I might just go the Colts against Tyler Huntley.
Yeah, I think they have the best matchup. So,
and I did just see that Demario Douglas not out there on this drive, so I think he's probably done for the day, unfortunately.
Man. Well, it's one of those things. Last week it was, Olave and Harrison? At least it wasn't one of those guys, right? At least it was your flex if you started.
Right. It wasn't like, yeah, exactly.
Let's get to Senor Rojo. No cup. Needs a receiver and a flex between Worthy, Keon Coleman, Ricky Pearsall, Kamani Vidal, and Braylon Allen. Wow.
I'm just going to go the 2 rookies and not Ricky Pearsall. Let's just hope Worthy and Keon Coleman can hit a big play this week. I mean, I don't think those other 3 guys are even startable. So Worthy and Keon Coleman, and pray to the fantasy gods.
Yeah. I mean, Worthy here stands as the strongest choice. Man, I really don't want to start Keon Coleman. I might even just roll the dice on Vidal doing something. So that might be my flex, but Keon Coleman is fine. It probably doesn't matter. Anthony now, Josh Downs or Devin Singletary? Oh, clearly Josh Downs here. Gotta be Josh Downs.
Definitely Josh Downs.
Alex Lambert needs a running back in a flex. Cook, Dobbins, Walker, Harrison, Flowers.
Walker and Flowers is what I'm going to go with in PPR. Man, you're going to have some points on your bench. Walker and Flowers.
Yeah, Flowers, I feel very strongly about. I'm flexing him for sure. Running back is tough, but I mean, Walker
Did,
is.
did anybody start Hunter Henry today? Got 92 yards on 8 catches.
Could have been Pop. Should have been Pop. So if they go down and score a garbage time touchdown here, either Henry can cap it off with a huge game, or it can be like Keyshawn Butte or something.
Well, Butte just had a 31-yard catch, so maybe Butte.
It's not often. I'm gonna put this up just because it's not often. Yeah, Alex, I'd say Walker. If Walker's good to go, then play Walker. We don't often have trades involving kickers, but we do. So let's do it.
Oh man, I'm out. I'm out.
Red Sox slugger. Chuba
Yeah, give me. Well,
and Aubrey, the best kicker for the Cowboys, for Jacobs and Siebert.
I don't even know. I might just keep Chuba and Aubrey, honestly. Chuba's been so good. I might just keep them.
Chuba has been better than Jacobs. Aubrey is apparently the king of kickers at the moment. So there you go. So you keep this
I really hope
their kicker.
I really hope the Patriots score here and then go for 2 and get it to make it a 7-point game, and then get the ball back and tie the game for the Jags, not just taking the field goal there and making it a 3-score game and basically winning the game. I really hope that happens.
Yeah, that way that gives them maybe a little more impetus for Doug to get the can.
I mean, I don't even care if Doug gets fired or not, honestly. It's just for the fact that how do you like you're playing a team that since the first quarter has not done anything. And you have a chance to go up 3 scores with a little chip shot field goal, and you don't take it with 11 minutes to go in the game. It's not like it was early in the third quarter. Early, okay, fine, I get it. But it's like there's 11 minutes to go in the game. It's like score 3 times against us in 11 minutes, please. Like, show us you can do it.
Yeah, I think it was a little ego there, trying to feel like they could just run it down their throats and got stuffed. Let's see. Mark Evans. What's up, Mark? JMO or Addison? Both good options.
Yeah, this is like razor thin close. I don't know. I'm feeling Addison, but man, this is razor thin. Oh, KJ Osborne touchdown for all the teams that started KJ Osborne, which is exactly 0.
This game. Michael Hasty and KJ Osborne have touchdowns.
Yes. Started on 0 teams this week. Yeah, I guess I go slightly Addison.
Very close. Yeah, I like them both, but I guess Addison should have the higher target share.
Dang it, and they failed on the 2-point tries. Dang it.
That's too bad. Paul P. Flex 2, Mooney, Algier, Sharbs. Can't do Sharbs now. Sermon, Tucker.
I'm going to go Mooney and Sermon. I like Mooney's matchup with 2 of the Seahawks top corners out. Sermon has a good matchup. I like that Anthony Richardson is there. Let's go Mooney and Sermon.
Yeah, Mooney and Sermon for sure here. And then Jinx, 2 flex, Tank Dell, James Cook, Jameson Williams.
I don't think it's time to drop Zach Moss yet. As far as the flexes go, oh man, I think I got to start James Cook if he's playing.
Yeah.
I think I go Dell over Williams just because I feel better about Dell getting more targets. Not a tough matchup for Dell. I go Dell and Cook, but this is tough.
Yeah, I agree. I hate to have JMO on the bench, but I agree. Tank Dell is in a better position to score. So Cook and Dell. No, I don't think you need to drop Zach Moss. I mean, it depends who's on waivers. Mo, Flex 1, Adams, Cooper, Debo, Gibbs.
So apparently Jalen Polk was open for the 2-point conversion, but he tripped.
Just tripped. I thought you were going to say you dropped it.
Nah, worse. He just tripped coming out of his route and fell down.
Apparently, he dropped one earlier.
Ooh.
I mean, with this group, we could probably cross the first two out to eliminate the risk, right?
Yeah, it's between Debo and Gibbs. I think I gotta go. I think I'll go Gibbs. They're both in tough matchups, but Gibbs will get more touches. He'll catch passes. I'll just go Gibbs here.
Yeah, I think Gibbs makes the most sense here. Debo could, who knows? It's not a good matchup for either of them. Go Gibbs. Should have the floor. Yappy has K9 and Aaron Jones. Flex Chubb or Eckler?
I can't do. Just go Eckler. He's got a good matchup this week. He should be fine. Go Eckler.
Yeah, we're not starting Chubb unless we absolutely have to. Daniel Hart says that Ladd is still listed as questionable, but I think he's in. Isn't he in? I know he's probably maybe hasn't moved officially because they do play Monday night, but
right.
Yeah, Ladd is fine.
Yeah, Ladd should be fine.
Yeah, I'm playing Ladd. How about this? Here's a fun one. Ace the game. Trey Tucker or Jerry Jeudy, the number one target for Aiden O'Connell or the number one target for Deshaun Watson?
I'm just going to go with Jeudy here. At least Jeudy has been involved. Just give me Jeudy.
Well, at least we know he should be the number one target. Trey Tucker was supposed to be the number one target last week, but we know Brock Bowers is, but also he did nothing, like literally nothing. So that's Jerry Jeudy. MC, Aaron Jones or Marvin Harrison?
I'm just going to go Marvin Harrison here. Aaron Jones, risky, coming off injury in a tough matchup. I'll just go Harrison.
Yeah, Aaron Jones, risky because of the injury, but also risky because it's a Detroit run defense. He's startable. Don't feel great. I don't feel great about either, honestly, but let's go Harrison here. I feel like slightly less risky. Look at that. Tank Bigsby officially over 100 yards now, 102 yards and a touchdown. It's pretty nice. Matthew, yes. We said yes to Bigsby a lot, so hopefully we all rolled with him. We got, all right. Shellback Toy Rewind. Again, anybody out there, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans, love retro toys? Check it out, fellow YouTube channel. Pick 2, Mason H.N. Gibbs.
I'm gonna go H.N. and Gibbs. Mason's fine this week, but I don't feel great about him. Tough matchup. Let's just go H.N. and Gibbs.
Yeah, this one's tough because H.N. has clearly the best matchup, but also right now the worst offense. But I think I'm going to go H.N. Yeah, let's go H.N. and Gibbs and eliminate the Mason risk. Let's help Matthew Rodriguez, by the way. Got a quarterback dilemma. Cousins, Darnold, Mahomes.
I'm going Darnold. I might be too high on Darnold this week. It's very possible. But he's at home. He gets his Lions pass funnel defense. I'm going Darnold.
Look, I talked about this in the video. Out of the 5 games Vikings have played, Darnold is really good. Multiple touchdowns in 4 of them. Only one he was bad in was his game against the Jets. And that was a London game and his former team. Tough defense. They had the bye. He's got healthy receivers. Should be a good game for Darnold. Ryan Leal, risky with Walker. Don't anyone else to go to.
Well,
then,
I mean, I'm sure Walker can get you more than 0.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of answered your own question here if you have nobody else to go to, but Walker is playing, so you're good.
He's playing. It's an illness. Hopefully, it's not the Pop Douglas illness where he's on the sideline watching the game, but I think Walker will be fine this week.
Yeah. All right, base mode Kane, Singletary or Sermon.
I'm just going to go Sermon. He gets a good matchup this week against the Dolphins, and I keep saying this. I like that Anthony Richardson is playing. Running quarterbacks are good for running backs, not the other way around, especially for non-pass catching running backs. They're not good for pass catching running backs. They're good for non-pass catching running backs like Trey Sermon. Give me Sermon.
Yep, Sermon. We'll see some carries to Goodson. Singletary, who knows how many touches he's given up to Tyron Tracy now. Might be 50-50. Yeah, go Sermon. And then I think the same goes here for Chris Belanca. Sermon or Mostert? Still Sermon?
Yeah, I'm just going to go Sermon.
Jedi Koff wants to know between Harrison or Downs and half.
I think I just go Downs here. Half PPR certainly makes it even closer because at least Harrison has some touchdown upside, although I guess Downs does a little bit too. So I'll just go Downs here.
Yeah, like Downs better. Let's go Downs. And then J-Rod, Stroud or Cousins?
I think I still go Stroud, although I wouldn't fault you for playing Cousins, but I still go Stroud.
Stroud's not in a bad spot. I think, actually, this is really close. Cousins at home against Seattle is not bad. Man, this is close. It goes Stroud. I guess we'll say Stroud. Feel a little bit better about Stroud. Hill versus JMO. I'm going JMO.
Yeah, I'm going JMO too.
What about Andrew Oliver in half? We need a running back, receiver, and a flex. HN Pollard, B-Rob.
All right, B-Rob is my running back.
Diggs, Flowers, Higgins, Jason, Harrison.
Gosh.
At least we get a flex.
I'm going Flowers and Higgins, but I don't like having Diggs on my bench, but I think Flowers and Higgins just in blow-up spots this week. So yeah. B-Rob, Flowers, Higgins for me.
Yeah, keep saying to me Flowers is pretty much set and forget. Higgins, Diggs is tough. That's kind of a toss-up here. Higgins does have the better matchup on paper, right? And Diggs is Jared Alexander's good, right? He's back.
Yeah, he's back. So I still think Diggs is a good play this week. I feel like Flowers and Higgins could go off.
Right. I'm just trying to find a way to rationalize hitting Diggs. So I think Diggs is just certainly a smart start, but Higgins could have a bigger week. So Elijah Dunlavy. All right. Calvin Ridley, Rashad Bateman.
I'm just gonna go Rashad Bateman. I don't care that it's Mason Rudolph. That doesn't make me excited enough to start a Titans receiver. I'm still going Bateman.
I mean, we did mention Bateman. Bateman is a sneaky flex here. I don't know why. I was so out on Calvin Ridley last year. And this year I'm like holding out hope for him. I think I want to feel like he's going to do something. I think he's going to get the squeaky wheel treatment. They're going to force it to him this week.
I mean, he got it. It's not like they didn't throw it to him. It's not like they ignored him last week. He got 8 targets.
Well, yeah. Yeah, but, throwing in his general area is different. And this is not Will Levis anymore. Ugh. All right, I'll just say Bateman. I'm probably just, I don't know, clinging on to hope at this point for Ridley. Mr. Jace Cool, 30. Jacobs, Brown, HN, Hunt, which two?
I think Jacobs head and shoulders number 1 here, and then I probably still go HN number 2. I'm okay if you want to go Hunt over HN, but HN's got that explosive ability. He catches passes. I'm going to go Jacobs and HN.
Yeah, Jacobs is the strongest start for sure here. Yeah, HN and Hunt is pretty close. I think shoot for upside, it's HN. 95. Good morning. All right, yeah, so Cup, not going to give it a go. Who to flex? We got Cooper, Mason, Connor, Hunt.
think I go Hunt here. Or maybe Connor. I might still go Connor. It's a tough matchup for Connor, but he catches passes. He gets all the goal line run. I'll go Connor.
It's tough. All three of these running backs, I feel like kind of like lumped together, you know? I might go Hunt. I'm not feeling a big Connor week. It's such a tough run defense. I know he will probably catch a few passes. Like Hunt has a little bit more upside, but this is really close. All three of these guys. So pick your poison, 95. Jinrael.
Now I'm really upset that the Patriots didn't get that 2-point conversion because now the Jags are having to punt, and they would legit be having to defend with a 1-score lead. Come on, Patriots. Why are you so bad?
Yeah, this is just bad on both sides. Bad versus bad. Jinrael, Ayuk or Amari? You gotta say yes to Ayuk here, huh?
Gotta say yes to Ayuk, unfortunately.
Yeah. Guy 0. Would you switch downs in for either Gibbs or Garrett Wilson? It's a tough ask.
Yeah, I don't think so. No.
I mean, even though it's a good spot for downs, I don't know if it's better than Garrett Wilson or Gibbs. So tough to bench Gibbs. So probably not. Paco Pedroza, HN over James Conner. Sure.
I mean, just said this one. I don't know. This is very close. Only because if Connor had a better matchup, it would definitely be Connor. But Connor has a really tough matchup this week. But HN is stuck in this Dolphins offense, so
it's a tough call. I might roll the dice on HN.
Yeah, it's kind of where I'm leaning. He's got that big play home run ability, so yeah.
All right, and then we have the Brown Dasher returns, saying having issues with the Google account. No worry, you still have by far the cutest avatar out there. Pick a flex here. Eckler, Hunt, Algier, Garrett Wilson, Goodson, Hopkins, McLeod, and Dobbs. One of these
players is not like the others.
I'm gonna guess it's Wilson.
I don't know how you can sit D-Hop out of this group. No, you got to start Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson, strong flex. All right, good luck, Brown Dasher, and you got to give some airtime to Solomon Grundy, especially on a Sunday. Connor, Monty, or Mason?
Even in a tough matchup, I think you got to keep rolling with Monty.
Yeah. In this case, I can say just go Monty. Not a great spot for any of these players. Let's go Monty. He's been rolling. Dion is starting Mayfield, London, Godwin, Brees, and McBride. Needs a flex out of Dobbins, Garrett Wilson, Deontay Johnson, or Jamison Williams. Oh, and it's non-PPR just to make it harder.
Ooh.
This might be the toughest one yet.
I mean, I know in non-PPR you want to say like, oh, Jamison Williams, he can always have like that, 70-yard touchdown or whatever. But like Deontay Johnson could still get you 80 to 100 yards and score a touchdown.
Right.
As could Garrett Wilson.
And then there's Dobbins, the running back.
Oh, I didn't even see Dobbins. Oh, I'm going Dobbins. Oh, much easier. I'm just going to go Dobbins.
I know. It's like, I like Jamison Williams this week, but not more than Deontay. I really love Deontay Johnson, but then it's non-PPR. You probably should just go Dobbins.
Yeah.
But they're all good choices. No bad choices here. All right, Hisham. Half PPR, Mostert or Tracy?
I might just gamble on Tracy. Gamble on Tracy here. I'm not expecting a big Mostert game.
Right.
I mean, Mostert could always fall in the end zone, but if he doesn't, what are you getting? I'll just go with Tracy.
Right. With HM playing, Mostert's limited upside. Go Tracy. Now this one, I know I'm down on Connor, but I'll go Connor here. Javier Leon, Connor or Chubb?
Connor, definitely Connor. Don't start Chubb this week. And we did just get like a semi update on Christian McCaffrey. It said he arrived at Levi's Stadium well ahead of his 49ers teammates' early morning workout. He continues physical therapy of his Achilles tendonitis with an eye on returning to action after the bye week. So there you go.
Makes sense. After the bye week.
Which is, they have the bye there. So their bye is week 9. So that would be week 10. Which would be, second week of November, kind of what we've been saying.
So a couple more weeks for Jordan Mason. The window remains open to sell high.
All right, it's 4th and 26 for the Patriots. You think they can convert?
No, I don't think so. You know what we got next? We got Tua.
Yeah, yep.
Tua D's nuts. That's what it says. I had to say it. PPR. Flowers, Garrett Wilson, Deontay Johnson.
Questions.
Oh, man. Pick one. I'm just gonna say Flowers. I got to start Flowers.
That's fine. I don't know how you pick one here. Flowers is fine. This is like, there's no right answer. The right answer is going to be Sunday night after they played, and you say this guy and this guy scored more. Let's go Flowers.
Anthony, no apologies here. Last version of the same question needs two. Aaron Jones, Sermon, Pickens.
I'm going to go Aaron Jones and Pickens, I guess. Yeah, I know. Sermon has a good matchup, but it's not like he's not risky. I'll just go Aaron Jones and Pickens and hate it. But I'd probably hate it if I had to play Sermon too, so.
Yeah, the dilemma. Yeah, Sermon does have a good matchup. Again, you want the risk, the boom potential, go with Pickens. If you want to play it safer, you can go with Sermon. Brendan Boykin, Cooper, Chubb, Robinson, Worthy, Irving, Najee, or Tucker.
Only flexing one of these guys. I think it's got to be Brian Robinson. Yeah. He gets that Panthers run defense. You got to play Brian Robinson.
Yeah, this one, if you just need one, it's definitely Robinson. Cali Loco, got Kyron. All right. There's a limit on RBs to swap. I'm not sure what that means, the limit. Okay, swap Benson for Corum is what he's asking.
I mean, you have Kyron, so probably a good idea to get Corum. But I don't know what that limit on swap means. But you probably should have Corum if you have Kyron.
Yeah, let's go with Corum. He might get more involved. He got a little bit involved before the bye. I think we might see a little bit more Corum. But yeah, definitely makes sense to get Corum here. Nuck is in the house. Chubb or Juju?
Yeah, Juju. I'm just hard to say yes to Chubb right now.
Yeah, still saying no Chubb. And then Green Bay or the Colts on defense?
I know the Colts are a terrible defense, but it's Tyler Huntley. I'll probably just go Colts.
Yeah,
I really want to stream against CJ Stroud.
Exactly. So the Packers get CJ Stroud, known for not throwing interceptions, not taking too many sacks. No, just do it with the Colts. Go with the matchup. Jermaine, 21 Harris, Cook or Jones in half?
I'm just going to go James Cook. He's been great. He's healthy. Jones, risky with that injury. I'm just going to go Cook.
Yes, go Cook. Jones, very risky on both fronts. All right. Gonna politely encourage people to not spam the chat because that does no good for anybody. So let's make sure we not answer those questions. Sorry. Some people are getting put in timeout. Gotta do it. Mumble Dragon. Happy Sunday. Need to flex. Ayuk, Addison, Waddle, or Juju.
I think I just go Addison here. I like his upside, like his matchup, and I don't have to put Ayuk in. Let's go Addison.
Like Addison too. Ayuk, still risky. It's definitely not the last two. Let's go Addison here.
Shockingly, the Patriots did not get it. Incomplete pass.
So it's
just about do it.
Pretty much game over, right? Jags are just going to run it out.
Yeah, I mean the Patriots do have 2 timeouts, but I mean they're down 2 scores, so it's like,
yeah. So Drake May was not a smash start. 238, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran for 18 yards. So not a guy you needed to force in your lineup. I feel like Kyler Murray, as disappointing as he's been, can at least match that.
Let's hope.
Yeah, that's true. Let's hope. Ramondre was a big bust. I mean,
Ramondre, big bust, man. Jeez.
Tank Bigsby, not a bust. Now he's up to 112 yards and a touchdown. That's pretty good.
I mean, wouldn't mind getting another touchdown here.
Oh, wow.
Another Tank touchdown.
They're close to scoring? Wow.
Yeah, because they turned it over on downs at like the 15-yard line or whatever it was.
Let's go. Let's go all in. Tank, 2 touchdowns. All right, another member here, Derek Gonzalez. Harrison Downs, Tyreek Higgins, bench 1.
Sadly, I think I got to bench Tyreek. Sadly. Hopefully the last week we have to bench Tyreek. I think these other options are good enough. I'm just going to bench Tyreek.
Yeah, definitely want Higgins in there. I like Downs. Harrison, look, I don't love Harrison this week, but at least he's got Kyler Murray and not Tyler Huntley. One last time, let's bench Tyreek. All right. DeMario, and people saying DeMario was a bust. He apparently was, what is it, hurt or sick?
I don't know. They said an illness. He played very few snaps today, so unfortunately, yeah. But again, like we said on the video, I mean, yes, he busted. Okay, I started popping a couple places, but like we say on the Booms video, like these are like the flexes with upsides, right? These aren't like the start them over your stud type of guys. So hopefully, he was just your flex. But yes, he busted, unfortunately, due to some illness where he played I think he's probably gonna end up, I don't know what the total is gonna be, but probably less than half the snaps today. So
yeah. Meanwhile, Hunter Henry apparently benefited there. So what happens, you eat the food in England. That's not a good idea. Kidding. No, we have some fans in Britain.
Tank Bigsby, touchdown number 2.
Yes. Tank the tank. Man, I was going to put Tank on the Booms.
Yes, we were going to put Tank on the Booms, but because we didn't know about Etienne and we didn't put him on there, but we were going to put him on the Booms.
Man, just trust the gut. But I was big on Tank.
But the good news is, if you were on the stream yesterday, we pretty much said, if Etienne sits, start Tank Bigsby to every question that had Tank Bigsby, unless it was like Saquon Barkley and Breece Hall and guys like that. So,
right. Tank is a good one. All right. This game is basically over. There's like less than 2 minutes left. Not that there's any reason to watch anyways. We are still about 45 minutes away from game time, so sort of running out of time. But Gustavo, don't worry, you're still good. Flex, Mooney or Mason?
I'm just going to go with Mooney. Mason coming off the injury in a tough matchup. Mooney's got a good matchup. 2 of the Seahawks, like I said, Reek Woolen and I can't think of the other guy's name. Trey Brown. Thank you. I knew it was Trey something. I was going to say Trey Tucker, but I'm like, no, that's the wide receiver for the Raiders. They're out. Just give me Mooney.
Yeah. Mooney is totally fine. This half PPR. Yeah, still fine. Ooh. Who are we cutting? Singletary or Moss?
I mean, if I have to, jeez, I guess I'll cut Moss. I guess Moss. Yes, I don't really want to cut either, but I guess if I have to cut one, Moss.
Probably Moss. Yeah, it's close. Very similar situations for these guys. Solomon Grundy, we already answered your question. You don't need to ask it again. We said Monty. Go Monty. Give airtime to certain guys like Solomon Grundy, Libertarian Sasquatch, some of my favorites. Let's get to Domingo.
Ooh.
Higgins or Evans?
I think you got to go Evans against that Ravens defense, but man, I don't really want to bench Higgins.
Yeah, I have to have Evans in my lineup. He's good to go. I know he had been questionable, but he's not anymore. It's just too good a spot. Evans is playing. I have to play him. I mean, I know it's a good spot for Higgins too, but I can't sit Evans. All right, James Green. I swear we answered this a long time ago, but let's do it again. Pittman or Shakir?
We did. Pittman.
Now you can stop asking because I know we answered this like 2 hours ago. It's Pittman over Shakir. All right, here's a tricky one. John Puentes, Romeo Dobbs, or DeAndre Hopkins?
I'm just gonna go with Dobbs. I don't even care if D Hop is better than Dobbs. I just don't want to have these Titans the Titans pass catchers in my roster. Just give me Dobbs.
All right, no trick for you, huh? Hard to answer, but Jinx wants to know, is it wise to play both Vikings receivers, Jefferson and Addison?
I think this week it should be fine. They both could have big games against this Lions secondary. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, your question only is basically, is Jordan Addison a good start this week? That's the question, because Jefferson, you don't spend 1 second thinking about. So, yeah, I like Addison a lot this week. It's fine to be in on an offense when they have a good matchup, and they've been playing well. We got a super chat from 369 Rye. Once again, back. Let's see what the question is. I feel like it's being typed as we speak.
Drake May getting some garbage time here, and I guess JaMychal Hasty is in the Pop Douglas role or something.
Watch. With 1 minute left, Drake May is going to go over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Just watch.
Well, there's 14 seconds left. They have no timeouts. They just had a false start, so this is probably the last play of the game. So unless he throws a touchdown here.
All right. He's close. Close to 300, 276. We were like, hey, look, he had 2 straight garbage time. But I guess that still counts, right?
Still counts.
All right, y'all.
Fantasy. Remember that year when Blake Bortles?
Oh, yes.
It was like for 3 quarters, he'd have like 4 fantasy points. And then somehow it's like he'd end the game with 24 fantasy points. And it's like, what?
He was the king. He was still the undisputed king of garbage time. There are certain quarterbacks, I feel like, who did that too. Like, I don't know if you remember back in the day, Scott Mitchell for Detroit. Mitchell, the lefty.
Yes.
Anyways.
Yeah. Well, he didn't get to 300 yards. Game over.
Decent.
The Patriots had 10 points on the first 2 drives. They scored 6 points the rest of the game. What happened?
They used it all up early.
Brutal.
All right, we can close this thing out. Ryan wants to know, start AR, looked good, not the best matchup, or Sam Darnold?
No, I'm going Darnold over Richardson. I think Darnold has a better matchup. He's safer, got enough upside.
Yeah. Go Darnold, you'll be fine. Is Whittington a strong play or go Ladd?
I think I still got to go Ladd. I do like Whittington. I don't know if I'd call him a strong play. He's fine as a flex, but I like Ladd more.
A risky flex. I like Ladd already. And again, Quentin Johnson not playing. Gonna go Ladd. What is this? This feels a little reactionary. 410 Braxton dropping Stevenson. Garbage.
You're gonna rage drop Stevenson. Look, I get it. He was terrible today. A huge bust. But I don't think you can drop him. Don't drop him. Just, go for a look. There's 40 minutes till the next game starts. Go outside, go for a walk, leave your phone at home, go for a walk, get some fresh air, like some deep breaths, come back home. Don't drop Stevenson.
What do they say? Touch some grass.
Touch some grass.
He was coming off an injury. Probably wasn't 100%. It seems like not completely good to go. It's a London game. It was just they were down early. They couldn't run. Just you don't need to drop. Andrew Parrots, Kraft or Mostert?
Just give me Mostert. Kraft had his 15 seconds of fame. Those 2 games where all the wide receivers were out. It's over. This guy, Give me Mostert.
Yeah. Hope for a touchdown here. I mean, you're probably gonna need a touchdown either way from one of these guys, but I guess go Mostert based on matchup. And then Javier Leon back again. Let's see where the question is. I have to look. There, you found it. B. Rob or Connor?
I'm going B-Rob for sure. And then I think I'm going Dell over Wilson. I just don't want to have to risk it with the whole Devontae Adams, whatever happens there. B-Rob and Dell for me.
B-Rob and Dell for me as well. All right. We got to give props to Johnny Donuts. Good morning. Murray or Richardson?
Murray. Both risky, but I think Murray's less risky.
Yeah. Needs 2 in a standard. Mason, Walker, or Robinson?
I'm going to bench Mason here. Walker's active and good to go. Brian Robinson against the Panthers. I'm just going to bench Mason.
Yeah. This time, can definitely bench Mason with this group. All right. CB 420 Brown traded Amari Cooper and Gibbs for Bigsby, Neighbors, and Mason.
Well, that's looking pretty good right now. If you got to start Bigsby,
yeah, hopefully you did.
I think this will be okay for you. I mean, this is really gonna come down to Cooper and Bigsby. Like if Bigsby holds on to this job, which he might. I mean, he's been mostly good this year. Then I think you're going to win this trade. But if Cooper becomes a wide receiver 1 in Buffalo and starts going off in the second half and, Gibbs will be good, you might not win this trade. This is close. This is going to be one of those check back later trades.
Yeah, I'll say this. If you did this yesterday and you got those 3 players, you're happy with Tank, you're going to be happy with Neighbors, should be better than Cooper going forward. I would go ahead and flip Mason right now. Before the game, not necessarily, but we know CMC is going to be on the way back. It'll still take a couple of weeks, but you might as well get something for him. So that's what I would do. Team 6, 2-2-1.
Oh man! Oh my gosh! Well, I'm gonna go Diggs and Zay at wide receiver. Got to go Kyron at running back. I think I got to go Chuba at running back. I really don't want to bench Dobbins, but I can't really bench Monty, so I'll flex Monty. But man, I could see Dobbins outscoring Monty for sure. So I'm gonna go Diggs, Zay, Kyron, Chuba, Monty.
Man, 2 running backs. Gotta go Kyron. Gotta go Chuba. 2 receivers. Gotta go Zay for me. Gotta go Diggs. I guess Diggs. This doesn't say if it's PPR. That's unfortunate. Just by the way, guys, if you can tell us full, half, whatever, would be helpful. But I guess... Man, if it's non, I would go Dobbins. If it's full, I guess Garrett Wilson. Is that what you said?
No, not what I said.
I was looking at the chat.
I said Diggs and Zay, Kyron, Chuba, and then I want to start Dobbins over Monty, but I don't think I can tell somebody to bench Monty right now. So Monty.
It's close there. Let's just say it's one of those running backs. Benny, what's up, Benny Black? Full PPR needs 2 out of Mostert, Tracy, or Sermon.
Definitely go Sermon here. I think I just go Tracy over Mostert.
Yeah, I think I feel better about his workload just a little bit. And in another league, Tyreek Hill or Marvin Harrison.
I think I still go Marvin Harrison. This one's close, but for one more week, Marvin Harrison, then it'll be Tyreek Hill time.
Yeah, you can go Harrison. And then in another league, Harrison or Downs.
Let's go Downs. That way you don't have Harrison in both lineups.
Yeah, we've been saying Downs over Harrison. It's close, though. Cali Loco again. In half, need a receiver and a flex between Amari, Garrett Wilson, Romeo Doubs, Chase Brown, or Zach Moss.
All right, Garrett Wilson at wide receiver, and I'm going to go Chase Brown at flex. Too soon for Amari Cooper.
Too soon indeed. Lucas Farraco saying just stepping in. Cooper Kupp? No. Negative on Cooper Kupp. He's not starting today.
Not starting today, no.
All right. The chosen one. Juju or Waddle?
Honestly, I think I just go Juju. As much as I hate having to say that, it just can't play Waddle with Tyler Huntley. Next week it'll be Waddle, but this week I think got to go Juju.
Yeah, we can't. We just have to look. I mean, even if Tyreek Hill is like barely flex option, what can we say about Waddle? 4 catches, 4 catches, 4 catches, 4 catches. He hasn't broken 50 yards, and this actually even goes back to I think when Tua was playing. He's only broken the 50-yard mark once, and that was week 1. No touchdowns this year. You can't start Waddle yet. Not enough upside this week. How about you hate saying yes to Juju for this one? Brian Sanchez, Sermon or Juju?
I think I just go Sermon. Good matchup for him. He's got touchdown upside. Sermon.
Yeah. Fine with Sermon. Amy, got a question? Pick 2. PPR 1 flex and running back. Chase Brown, Dell, Moss, Downs. Already got Kyron, London, and Reed in there. All right. And then a couple other questions. I guess let's do the first part. 1 flex and 1 running back between Chase Brown, Dell, Moss, Josh Downs.
I'm going Dell and Downs in PPR. Dell and Downs.
Well, I think we need a running back.
Oh, flex and a running back. Sorry, Dell and Brown. Ugh, gotta bench Downs. Dell and Brown.
Yeah, I mean, basically, you're asking which Bengals running back is better. It's got to be Chase Brown. Njoku or Kraft?
I'll just go with Njoku.
Yeah, should get more targets. Bills, good defense. Yes, very good. I mean, not as good now that Will Levis isn't starting, but still pretty good. Luis Rodriguez in non-PPR, Dobbs or Mooney?
Still going to go Mooney. He's got great matchup this week. He's got touchdown upside, just big play upside. I'm going to go Mooney.
Yes, go Mooney here. All right, the super chat now from Syri. Oh, very cool. Very cool avatar there. I know I've seen the question many times. Let me go back. Syri. It's looking for the eye. Here. JK, Mason, B-Rob.
Oh, probably Brian Robinson, but I don't like benching J.K. Dobbins this week, but I can't bench Brian Robinson against the Panthers. Too good.
Yeah. All in on B-Rob. Got to start B-Rob. I mean, again, no bad choices there. Mason's the riskiest. Let's go with Low Will 81. Is Davante Adams a safe flex play?
I wouldn't call him safe, but I think he's flex worthy. Like you can flex him. I don't know if safe is the word I think of when I think of Davante Adams.
Right. Better than Amari Cooper. Like Amari Cooper, definitely not safe this week. Devontae
Right.
Adams, we know he's going to play. We know he's healthy. He's been healthy. We know they'll. I don't know, but I have a feeling Aaron Rodgers will make sure he gets at least a couple of catches. So
Right.
it's not safe because it's not a great spot for them either on the road against the Steelers. So no, not safe, but he's flexible. All right, Louis. Thanks in advance. You're welcome in advance. Bench either Pittman, Najee, or Zach Moss.
I think I benched Zach Moss here. I'm not really big on Najee this week, but I can't be big on Zach Moss at all. So Pittman and Najee are in, Zach Moss on my bench.
Yeah, Moss is the one you can sit here. Aspect, Zay, Deontay Johnson, or Amari.
Definitely Deontay Johnson. Definitely Deontay Johnson.
Definitely. Manny, who I assume was born in 1969. Worthy or Whittington?
I'm gonna go Whittington.
Going Whittington over Worthy. All right, you
Worthy is you either get that big play, that jet sweep touchdown, or you get nothing. Whittington will get you point. He had 15 PPR points before the bye. No Cup, no Puka. Gonna go Whittington. Gets the Raiders defense, going Whittington.
Well, that's true. That's true. The matchup is definitely better. So yeah, if it's full PPR, yeah, you should go Whittington. If it's non, maybe Worthy, but that's it. CJ or Purdy?
I think this is actually close, but I think I still go Stroud here. But man, I know Stroud's been very underwhelming this year, very underwhelming. But Purdy hasn't been great either, so I'll just go Stroud.
Yeah, I can easily go Stroud, and Purdy's got a tough spot, so I'll go Stroud. Florida, Mad Dog, very fitting for Florida. James Conner, Aaron Jones.
I'm just gonna go Connor. They both have tough matchups, but Aaron Jones with that injury, maybe he'll be limited, maybe he won't. But Connor shouldn't be limited. I'm just gonna go Connor.
Yeah, take out the risk here. Just go Connor. Dave Henderson, H-N or B-Rob?
Brian Robinson definitely against Panthers.
Yeah. Loving Brian Robinson this week. Hope he comes through. Going Brian Robinson. Western Goods, one of the members. Full PPR, Juju, Worthy, Watson.
I'm going to go Watson. Maybe Juju a little safer, but Watson's got the upside. I'm going to go Watson.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Gives you an excuse not to be in on the Chiefs offense this week. Really don't know how it's going to turn out. Just might be a lot of Kelsey, Noah Gray. I mean, shoot for some upside. Go for Watson. Julio, what's up? Flex Mason, HN, or JMO?
If it's PPR, I'll go Jamison Williams. Actually, I might go Jamison Williams no matter what. I think I just go Jamison Williams here.
Yeah, I like JMO. Had him on the booms. I'll go for it. Go for JMO. I mean, HN certainly startable, but we got the risk. The risk that he just is underwhelming again. So yeah, let's go JMO. All right. It looks like I feel like we have a lot of new viewers here, at least new commenters haven't seen before. Let's do some of those questions because we're almost caught up on the super chats.
Let's do it.
Let's do X Hans. Needs 2 flex. Jacobs, Jones, Mooney, or Addison?
I'm going to go Jacobs and then Mooney. Addison is razor thin. I might go Addison. Jacobs and Addison, but man, Mooney, Addison could go either way.
This is close because I'm even almost tempted just to go both receivers. Mooney, I don't know if has quite the ceiling of those other two. And it's hard to sit a guy like Jacobs, as a workhorse. And the Texans, I'm trying to see the Texans at rush defense. It's fairly tough. Yeah, it is a tough spot. I might go Mooney and Addison. It's tough to sit Jacobs, but I might go Mooney Addison.
I'm
If
okay
it's
with
full
that,
PPR.
honestly.
We don't
okay
know
with
if
that.
it's full PPR. All right, what about Mary Ann Sullivan? Needs 2 receivers, 2 running backs, and a flex between London, Flowers, Pollard, Dobbins, Cook, Dobbins, Downs, Devontae Smith, and Brown.
All right, you got to start London. I think you got to start Flowers.
Yeah.
I still think James Cook is a must start, and I feel like Dobbins is. I want to start Pollard, but I feel like you got to go Dobbins. Pick one of the 2 Dobbinses, put them in. Can you go both Dobbins? That'd be nice. And I think you got to flex Devonta Smith. I'm assuming it's PPR here. If it's non-PPR, I could put Pollard in over Smith. But if it's PPR, I'm going Smith in the flex.
Yeah, tough to sit Pollard because that Bills run defense has not been good. But how can you sit Devontae Smith? Yeah, London Flowers, I feel, are must. Cook is a must. Dobbins and Devontae Smith. I think I'll agree with that. What about Gears Gunner? Amari Cooper, Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson. Too risky for Amari Cooper this week.
Definitely. Adrian Arredondo, Hubbard or Pollard?
Got to go Chuba. I do like Pollard this week, and it helps that Spears is out. And the hot dog, the Nathan's hot dog. Well, I guess he's not the Nathan's hot dog eating champion anymore because they didn't let him compete. I don't even know what's Chestnut's real first name. I know it's not Joey Chestnut because he's a hot dog eater. I don't even know the Chestnut. What is it?
Julius.
It's close.
It's close. It's close. It's like Orange Julius.
Yeah. But I'm going Chuba. I think Chuba's been too good, and he's in a smash spot this week.
Yeah, good spot for Pollard, but you gotta play Hubbard. What about the Jiggy Saint? Asking about Darnold and Jones. I'm assuming from Minnesota. Also, by the way, have Hurts and Vidal.
Yeah, I'm not benching Hurts, but I'll play Jones over Vidal.
Right. Split the difference there. All right. The next super chat is B9264. Love or Baker?
Gotta go Baker this week at home against the Ravens. That is a great matchup. Give me Baker.
Yeah. Go Baker here. Not a great spot for Love. He's startable, but it's not going to be my favorite time to start him. Go Baker. Joe Cam, Najee or Chase Brown in PPR?
I'm just going to go Chase Brown. Not feeling a big Najee game.
Yeah. I can sit Najee this week. Low hanging fruit. London or Higgins?
London. I like Higgins a lot, but how do you bench Drake London? He's a no doubt must start. Going London. And Seahawks down 2 corners. Yeah, London.
You gotta start London. He's now entered pretty much must start territory. Ernesto Cavazos. Welcome back, Ernesto. 2 running backs, 2 receivers in the flex. Hall, Mason, B-Rob Hunt, London, Devontae Smith, Ayuk, and Waddle. Sad Bigsby, but well, it's okay. You got Hall and B-Rob.
Yeah, you got Hall and B-Rob. You weren't going to play Bigsby. It's fine. And then, I'm going to play London, Deontay, and Devonta Smith as my 2 wide receivers in flex.
Completely agree. Look, if I had Breece Hall and Brian Robinson, I wouldn't have started Bigsby either.
Exactly.
So, no worries. You'll be fine. Juan Sosa, Aaron Jones, or Trey Sermon?
I probably still got to go Aaron Jones here. Still got to go Aaron Jones.
Yeah, it's risky, but he still has some upside. It's like Trey Sermon's more of a safe play. If you want to play it safe-ish, I guess go Trey Sermon. It's going to be pretty close, though. All right, let's see. Hold on. Let me see. Ooh, okay. Andrea's here. Welcome, Andrea. Mark Andrews or Tucker Kraft?
Yeah, I'm still worried about Mark Andrews, but I still would play him over Tucker Kraft. Definitely not starting Tucker Kraft.
I'm gonna go Andrews. I kind of want to say I'm sort of in on Mark Andrews this week.
I mean, it is a good matchup for Andrews this week. So,
all right, hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go to the next question, but I gotta do something real quick. So, trying to get. We have a little bit of time here. We got a super chat here. CB420 Brown. Oh,
posting it below right here. I got it. Go do what you got to do. Mason or McBride for the flex? I still got to go. I still got to go Mason. If Marvin Harrison was out, I would probably go McBride. But with Marvin Harrison back, I mean, I still think McBride will be okay. But Mason, the starting running back, got to go Mason. You got Bauer starting. You had Bigsby. That's nice. Chase Brown. Okay, yeah. I go Mason here. All right, let's see. All right, I'll pick this one because we haven't had these guys. A lot of these guys, Lazard, Hopkins, or Bucky. I probably just gamble on Bucky. Sergeant Dirty.
I don't know if Lazard is well. Okay, well, then we have Hopkins. I don't know if Hopkins gets unlocked, and I'm pretty sure you don't think that.
Yeah, I'll just go with Bucky and hope he's the best Tampa Bay running back today or tomorrow, I guess.
Let's go, Bucky. Whatever. Go, Bucky. Okay, let's see here. Julian Valdivia in non-PPR. Ayuk, Leggett, Watson, JSN, Jalen
Naylor. Jalen Naylor. Wow. I can't play. I don't think I can play. I probably reluctantly have to go Ayuk one last time. This is it. This is your last chance, Ayuk. This is your last chance.
I mean, you're looking for touchdown upside. It's either Watson or Ayuk. Let's just go Ayuk. Let's go Ayuk. It's not like he's any less risky. You know, Watson is risky. Ayuk, just go Ayuk. We have Sergeant Dirty. That's the same one. All right, we already did that.
Oh, all right.
All right, Yvonne. You know the way to my heart. Sucking up will get you everywhere. 5-1, thanks to us. Good, I hope so. Half PPR, pick 2. Downs, Pittman, Juju, or Higgins?
Higgins and Downs for me. Higgins and I think Higgins is the least one tier, if not two, above these guys. And I like Downs in matchup this week. Higgins and Downs.
Yeah, Higgins clearly the start in the first one. The second one closer, but we like Downs. All right, David H. Rolex. All right. Desperate for a win. Needs 3. Pollard, Hunt, Chuba, Aaron Jones. So who's the odd man out here?
I might just sit Aaron Jones here, honestly.
Yeah.
He's got a tough matchup coming off injury. I'm just going to go Pollard, Hunt, and Chuba.
Yeah, eliminate the risk. Pollard in a great spot. I mean, you have to start Chuba. Hunt, at least you know he'll get you points. Rams or Cincinnati for defense?
Give me Cincy. They do get the Browns. I know I mistakenly said the Eagles who played them last week, but they do get the Browns this week. Give me Cincy.
It is, yeah. Like, I know the Rams have a great matchup. They're not a good defense. Lucas Gold. A receiver and a tight end. J-Mo Mooney, Laporta Kraft.
Man. All right, well, I'm still going Laporta at tight end. Jameson and Mooney is so close. I guess Jameson against that Vikings secondary, but man, I really want to play Mooney too. That's tough.
Yeah, it's tough, but I'm going to go with the Lions here. J-Mo and Laporta. Good spot for them. All right, and then Young Shizzle Gaming and Music. Sounds interesting. Says that he had sent one earlier. I don't know if he did, but whatever. We'll do this. Ravens or Commanders?
Ravens against the Bucks. Commanders against the Panthers. I'd probably just go Commanders.
Gotta go Commanders. Yeah, Ravens defense has not been great. Gonna get lit up by Baker Mayfield, possibly. Go Commanders. Mr. Rivers, good morning. Here you are. Achane over Jordan Mason?
Yeah, I probably do. Achane's healthy. He's got that explosive ability. I'll just go Achane here.
Yeah, why not? Risky with Mason, so sure. And he's saying Deontay looks beat up. Well, he's still playing. I'm playing Deontay. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm not sitting guys because they look beat up. This is football.
Right.
He's
one of those players. There's some players who are always on the injury report but yet play. He's one of those.
Yeah, he was on the injury report all last week and he went off. Like I'm playing Deontay. Not worried about it.
Right.
Not worried about it.
So no, don't do this. I wouldn't. What? Addison, is Addison on waivers? Is that what you're saying? He's saying drop Tracy and then he lists Dell, Addison. Is Tank Dell and Jordan Addison, are they both on waivers? Is that what you're telling me? Because if so, I would drop Tracy for one of those guys.
Yeah, I would drop Tracy for one of those guys too. I don't even know who I prefer. I guess Addison, because Nico will be back, so maybe Addison is who I prefer. But yeah, I would definitely drop Tracy.
Man. All right. Anthony now reporting Hassan Reddick is going to go back to the Jets. That's a boost for their defense.
That is a boost for the defense, although I doubt he plays this week because, of course, he hasn't done anything all year. But that is a boost for the defense.
True. Good news here. Felix Lebron did start Tank Bigsby as advised. I'm sure you asked yesterday because you're always on here. All right, now flex Downs or Mooney.
I think I go Mooney. I like both these guys this week, but Downs with Anthony Richardson, maybe they won't throw as much. Just give me Mooney.
This is close. This is really close. Like both guys. I feel like I've been saying Downs in this one, but it's close either way. I'll go Mooney since you go Mooney. All right. We don't like when people spam the chat, but I kind of appreciate the quiet persistence when you wait a few minutes and then you do it again and you wait. And apparently complimenting our hair is a thing here. It's become a thing. So, all right, Vanucci, appreciate that. We work not at all hard on it. Just it is what it is. Bench 2. Cooper, Dell, JMO, Tracy, Judy.
I think I'm benching Tracy and Judy. I mean, I don't want to risk it with Cooper, but at least Cooper has Josh Allen. He could hit on a big play. I'm gonna bench Tracy and Judy.
Yeah, that's fine. Tracy. I mean, you definitely want to start Dell and JMO between this group. It's like Judy or Cooper. You want the guy who you feel will at least get you a couple of catches for a couple of yards, or hope that Cooper hits on a big play. Just hope for the big play. Odner and Njoku.
I'm just gonna go Odden here.
Stay away from the Browns offense. It's not a bad strategy. Joseph Varecchio, Amari Cooper, Leggett, or Jordan Whittington. Who you like best?
I'm going to go Whittington, honestly. I'm going to go Whittington.
Yeah, in this case, actually, I don't know. Is this full PPR or half? Can't tell. It's full PPR. Whittington gets you the most in terms of probable target share. It's half or non. I might go Leggett. All right, Cyree with another one. JSN or Mason? Unless you want to sit
say with PPR or not, but I'd probably still go Mason. I mean, I do like JSN. I like his matchup this week, but what is the upside with JSN? I'll just go Mason, I think.
I'm noticing he's got Wandale in there. Would you go JSN over Wandale?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Spider-Man meme.
I might go JSN over Wandale. Flex Mason. All right. Lethal Jake. Juju or Wandale?
I'll just go Wandale here. This one I'll go Wandale.
All right. And then, okay. Young Shizzle is back. Algier or Zach Moss?
I'd probably just go Algier this week. It's another good matchup. He could always score. I'll just go Algier. These guys feel very similar right now.
Yeah, I got to be worried about Zach Moss not getting many touches last week. Don't know if it was health related or just fading. Go for Algier. Why not? Ravens or Commanders? We already said go Commanders. Achan or Wandale?
Well, here I'll go Achan. I think he has more upside than Wandale.
Agreed. Another defense question: Vikings or Ravens?
I think you got to roll with the Vikings. They've been great every week. Got to roll with the Vikings.
Yeah, and again, not a good spot for the Ravens. They have to face Baker Mayfield, and then Juju or Zach Moss.
Yeah, I'll go Juju.
Yeah, this case you can go Juju. Not feeling Zach Moss if you hadn't noticed. Couple more. We only have a few more minutes left. We're gonna get to all the super chats. Also, you have a few minutes left to get this free pick. If you haven't tried Underdog yet, Aaron Rodgers getting 1 yard. That's right. New customers on Underdog get this free pick. It's Aaron Rodgers. Take the higher on 0.5 total yards. It's a freebie for you. And you combine it with any other pick or picks that you like, and you have a good chance to win your very first time. Also, if you're brand new to Underdog and signing up for the very first time, make sure you use code ENDGAME because that also gets you your deposit match of 50%, all the way up to $1,000 worth of bonus cash. So it's definitely worth it. Plus the profit boost tokens that are going all through the end of the month. This is the best time to try it if you haven't yet. So again, Underdog Fantasy, just make sure you use code ENDGAME when you sign up to get all that. We've got time for this pick of Aaron Rodgers. All right, let's get to the last few of the super chats. Last time you have to possibly get these on. All right, let's do Junior Most Wanted. Deontay Johnson, Devontae Smith, Malik Neighbors, Drake London, St. Brown. Only start 3 of these guys.
I think you got to start St. Brown, you got to start Drake London, and you got to start Neighbors.
Yeah, hard to sit any of those guys, but those are your musts. Luis Rodriguez in non-PPR, Connor or Hunt?
I might just go Hunt, honestly.
In non-PPR, yeah. This one's close. I'm not feeling James Conner this week against that Chargers defense. Let's go Hunt. Jim Slim 92, Mason or Madison? Yeah.
I gotta go Mason. Gotta go Mason still. Although I do like Madison.
Yeah, I know he's got the Rams, but I'd rather invest in the Niners running back than the Raiders running back. I gotta go Mason here. Chris Laborde, what's up, Chris? Started May and benched Murray. You were feeling it. Let's see how it turns out. Look, at least May was startable. Benched Mason, started Tank. Okay.
Nice.
Benching Harrison to start JSN.
All right. Good luck. Good luck.
Chris, he's a man of conviction. We definitely know that.
He is. Absolutely. 100%.
I mean, the Tank one definitely
Hey, May ended up with a nice fantasy game.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. Elijah Pierre-Paul. All right, welcome, Elijah. Here it is. For the flex, Metcalf, Debo, Aaron Jones, or James Cook? We got to go DK, right?
Yeah, got to go DK.
Yeah, DK more than a flex. I mean, if he's a flex option along with Debo and you're in a 12-man league, you got a crazy deep wide receiver group. Oh, Julio, yes. Thank you. Run CMC. Yeah, guys, hit the like button, the subscribe button. Good luck to everyone. We're still going to hang on for 5 more. No, man, it's 11:56. 2 more minutes. The Dan Marino shirt will return. All right, maybe when the Dolphins win a game. But yes, I will play. I will wear the Dan Marino shirt. You like that one. All right, Young Shizzle, we already answered this, but let's answer it again because you super chatted again. Algier over Moss and Achan over Wandale, right?
Yes, correct.
Let's ban the spam bot. Let's do Mr. Rivers, Dell or Achan.
I'm going Dell, assuming it's any kind of PPR. I might even go Dell and non-PPR, honestly.
Yeah, I would go Dell. Definitely go Dell. Pipe down. Pickens, Lazard, or Pittman?
I think I just go Pittman here, but I don't really like Pittman this week. But I can't start Lazard. I can't. Pickens very risky. I'll just go Pittman and hope for the best.
Yeah, it's not Lazard. Look, shoot for upside, go Pickens, or get what you get from Pittman. But I think if it's me, I'll probably go Pittman based on the matchup. We have maybe less than 2 minutes. Let's do a quick lightning round of some of these last regular questions. Try to find ones we haven't done yet. So last chance, if you absolutely want your question answered before a game starts, you can super chat. We'll just do random ones here. Panders 43, Ayuk or Jason?
I still got to go Ayuk one more time.
All right, and then S.A. Liber, Tyreek or Addison?
Addison, definitely Addison.
Yeah. Gabriel, McNary, Tracy or Pickens in PPR?
I'll just gamble on Pickens in PPR. We don't know what Tracy's usage is going to be. Give me Pickens.
Yeah, I'll just go Pickens here. Take a chance. Let's do. I'm not sure what that means. Poe Vici, Wandale or Lat?
I'm going Lat here. I think he's got more upside than Wandale.
Yeah. Michael T wants to know if there's no space to pick up a defense. What do you mean sit the Vikings?
Why would you sit the Vikings? They're playing this week. Just play the Vikings. Play the Vikings.
Bryce Carter, Teller, Adams.
Dell. Going with Dell here.
Marco Andrade. Fred Mason. Who's Fred Mason? Monty or B-Rob? Nah.
I know it's hard to sit Monty, but I think you got to go Brian Robinson this week against the Panthers.
All right. And Monty would be second. Terminator's back. Downs or Ayuk?
I'm going to go Downs. Here I can say no to Ayuk.
Yeah. Piercing by James Stampfly. All right. Cousins or Murray?
I probably still go Murray here, but I'm totally fine if you want to go Cousins.
Yeah, I'm not as nervous about Murray as some others, but I get this. If you want to go Cousins, I'm fine with Cousins, actually. Yes, it is time for the Krispy Kremes or something else. All right, Johnny, DK or Godwin? How do you choose?
Ooh. I think you got to go Godwin, right?
Yeah, I'm going Godwin. Too good of a matchup. He's been too good. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think we're out of time here. It is game time. All right, let's stop here and say good luck to everybody.
Did we do this one?
Yeah, we did Elijah's. Metcalf, Debo, Jones. Oh, was it a different one?
Yeah, because I would go Metcalf, James Cook here. I don't remember doing this one.
All right, Elijah, go Metcalf and Cook. Yeah, I thought we had answered. Maybe you threw a different one up there. All right. Now we're officially out of time. So last word goes to, if I could find it, let's say Anthony. Good luck to everyone. There you go. Happy football day. Enjoy it.
Yep.
We'll be here very soon. Tomorrow night to stream again. Go over everything that went down. And the videos are going to start coming out already. So check those out. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit notification bell if you haven't already. Tyler wants to know Love or Jalen. Jalen Hurts?
Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, go Jalen Hurts. There's no reason not to start Jalen Hurts.
Right.
All right. Caught up. Good. All right. Good luck, everyone. And we'll see you hopefully tomorrow.